Greetings, everybody, and welcome. We're going to fly through a storm. It's called Storm Barra, and yeah, it's. I'm living now at the minute, okay, down here in Ireland, okay, down about where the mouse is here, and it's quite windy. Stuff is blowing over, and that's not the worst of it. So, what I've decided to do. Right, seeing as it's so windy and evil with regards to the weather, I'm trying to catch the storm. Now, usually I try to avoid storms and not catch them, but this time I want to catch it. It is actually quite windy here. This is just a cloud here. So it's very windy in Dublin. Now, the weather in Dublin at the moment, we're going to be in live weather, okay? The weather in Dublin at the moment, in Dublin Airport that is quite windy. Run Airport. Well, it's 24 knots, gusting 37, right? And it's due to get worse, which is brilliant. You know, so we're going to fly through Storm Barra, probably one of the worst storms I'm guessing in this part of the world. So what I've done, we're going to come out from outside the storm, from Hamburg. And we're going to take off in the Airbus A320 Nero in the Gripper Sim livery, because no one else would be flying today in the storm except for Gripper Sim. Yes, welcome to Eye Candy Crazy Madness. So we're going to fly across from Hamburg over the top of Rotterdam there, over England, into the storm and land in Dublin. Now, I'm hoping it'll get worse over Dublin, but you see, it's kind of moving up this way. Let me show you some stuff here. Now, if I don't mind, I'm going to just make some adjustments here, because you got to do bits and pieces when you start the stream. That's why most people have an intro. I haven't done an intro today, which is disgraceful. So that's that done there. And I'm going to show you Storm Barra. But first, I've got to do a little bit of fiddly stuff here, which is kind of a bit annoying. Just to get I just want to make sure I have the YouTube comments on, you know, and I want to get all your comments and see who's on. Not a lot of people will be on at this time of day. You'll all be at work, you know. I know some of you do some sneaky, you know, watching streams at work, and good on you. You know, you can't be working all the time. So now let me get to the comments here. Where are we? There we go. And there we go. Make sure I have the YouTube comments. There we go. Okay, so I just want to make sure they got all the comments on. Say hello to everyone. We got Deep Future Equinus on the chat at least. Deep Future says, guess you're on early today. Just at work. I'll keep an eye on. I'm muted. You see, Deep Future has it. He knows what to do. Equinus is here. He's loading in. He's going to join us. And Cloppy D is with us. Morning, Cloppy. I probably haven't spelled that or pronounced that correctly. I know. I just glanced at it. Collopyd. Cloppy. I know it means something. Okay, so Storm Barra. We're flying through Storm Barra on the Airbus. Okay, let us have a look at where the storm is right now. So, come on. I've got so many windows, folks. There we go. This is a website called Windy TV. Or just go to windy.com. Okay. I've used this for real world flying. And the storm is kind of, you know, it's looking pretty bad around Dublin. Not so bad over here in Hamburg. It's all nice. So we're going to see the storm from the outside in. So that's the real world weather. It usually matches up very well with Microsoft so far with the simulator, like really well. So I'm gonna land on runway 28 in Dublin, and we're gonna have a stonking crosswind. Hopefully, yeah. I want horrifically scared weather, terrifying weather from Hamburg. So we're going to fly the Airbus A320. As I said, I'm going to do the full checklist from cold to dark. So from dark and cold to, you know, and then we're going to fly it. Yeah. So I got my flight plan all done and ready. So if you're going to join us on the North European server, it's Echo Delta Delta Hotel. And we're going to Echo India Delta Whiskey, which is Dublin Airport. So that's on the, obviously on the thumbnail as well, on the description, or on the the name of the video. Now, okay, so I got my flight plan. Let's hit the fly button. Hopefully, now I'm going to have to fiddle around with my controls and get my controls working. Won't take long. Shan't take long at all. Let me see if you can hear me. Have I got the sound sorted out? Let me know, everybody, if you can hear me quite well. Or if you can't. Johnny F73 says, well, this is most unexpected. Greetings. Well, greetings to you, Johnny F73 as well. I just want to catch the storm. It's a storm in Ireland called Storm Barra, and we're going to fly through it on the Airbus A320. I know I'm going to stuff it up. I know I make mistakes in the Airbus because I don't know what I'm doing. I know I don't know what I'm doing. You know it. I know it. Producer Buttons knows it. In fact, Producer Buttons has left the room. Yeah, sorry, I have the camera on there. You don't need that there. So, yeah, let's get started. So, I'll be a while, so if you want to join us, you know, I've got to do all this checks and stuff. So let's have a look at the weather and see what it's like. Now, just to prove to you, it's a little bit starting here now, you know, it's not quite blue skies, you know. Not quite blue. There's a good sim livery. Yeah, no one else will be flying today. Well, not into Dublin. I'm guessing. Have a look at flight radar and you'll see. Okay, so let's just double check we have live weather on. And I can confirm we have live weather and real time. Live weather, real time, all good. December 7th, 2021. Let's rock and roll. Let's get my controls for the Airbus because that's very important. No, I don't want assistance controls. No, that was a mistake by hand. Controls options. Today, I'm going to be using, and I can't get the camera over there, the Airbus Thrustmaster throttle quadrant. So, I'm going to disable the Bravo throttle quadrant. I've got so much stuff going on here, it's crazy. So I have one for disable that. Come on. Thank you. And we want to enable my old friend, the CCA. I think that's the one. Let's check our controls. So let us hop into the cockpit. Good. And let's just check my controls. Okay, throttles. I need to get another camera. It's all very expensive, you know. Okay, that is good. Happy days. Let's put that down to 0. Let's check the flaps. Yes, the flaps are working. Speed brakes. Yeah, I probably need those. Because, you know, folks, you know that I'm always late in my descent because there's no vertical nav on this. Parking brakes fine. Are the engine starter buttons working? No. Number 2 is working, but number 1 isn't working. Well, come on. Yeah. Okay, I'll have to do it manually. That's fine. Rudder trim, I won't need. That's everything. Gear lever. Yeah, that's fine. So that's working. And my controls. Very nice. And then we can begin the flight. Okay, checklist. Maybe I should have prepared for this. Right, one single pilot Airbus flying, folks. Single pilot, happy days. Let us go. Right, so the parking brake is on. Yeah, wipers off. I don't know if they're wipers and they're buttons. They're all off anyway. Spoilers retracted. Yes, they are retracted. Engine masters are off. Yeah, engine mode selector normal. Yes, it is. That's down here. That's fine. Thrust leaders idle, yeah. Flaps retracted, yeah. Anti-skid is on here. Good. Landing gear check down, fuel quantity check. I'm not checking the fuel. Why would I check the fuel? Do you know? We're flying through a storm. Nothing bad's going to happen. I'm not going to check the fuel. You know? I'm sure it'll be fine. So no, I'm not checking the fuel. Half tanks. Battery master 1 and 2 on. Let's do the battery. Let's get this puppy started up. Battery master. On to 1, on to 2. Thank you. External power. Yeah, let's get the truck. You know, it really shouldn't start without the truck, but it, you know, let's get the truck and passengers and things, shall we? So, oh, yeah, do you know what I want to do, folks? If you don't mind, I like to play with FS Realistic. Now, they do have cockpit ambience here. And this is an update. Cockpit ambience. Let's see what they have here. So, active cockpit around and disabled. What's this? Okay, so they have some new things. Cabin. Cam cockpit. Okay, okay. Fine. They do have crash screaming. We'll be needing that today. There was another one there with cockpit, the passenger sounds in the back. Oh, it's hilarious. Where is it? Where are you? Okay, we'll just have to go with the default. But one thing I like to set down a little bit, folks, is the windshield noise is a little bit loud. So I'm putting that down. So we'll see how we go with that. Great. External power. Okay, let's get the trucks and things and stuff. Let's get our little iPad here, which allows us to call on the trucks and the ground crew and all that kind of stuff. Get that going. We'll do it as realistically as I can, considering it's just one person. Trucks and stuff. Okay, I want passengers. I want to open the doors. I want baggage. I want external power. I don't want the fuel truck. We need catering, open the door on the aft, and all that kind of stuff. So we should have things and stuff moving up. All the gates and trucks are arriving. Equinus evolved. We're going to get, which we'll need an escort. So thank you, Equus evolved, for that. That's nice. What is going on with the power truck here, folks? He looks a little bit confused. Look at him. Look at this. A little bit nervous with the weather. Look at him. Look at the power unit there. Look. What's he doing? Is it one of those robots now we have? What is he? Oh. Come on. I don't want to miss the storm already. So would you please connect the power unit? There we go. There we go. Here comes the baggage and all the stuff. Sky Chefs. Interesting. LSG. Yeah, and there's all the ground crew, and they're going to load the baggage, and there's the baggage coming on, and happy days. That looks really great. Let's declutter here so you get the nice eye candy. All about eye candy, folks. Okay, that's that done. Let's start on the external power. Just put my thumb on the checklist there so we know what's going on. I've got some things to talk about on the way, what I've been up to and what I've been playing around with the Flight Simulator, you know. So talk about that in the way. There's other things I've got to announce. External power on. Boom. Strobe lights all up. That is off, and that is auto. Thank you. ADRS. Yeah, we want to align those gyros, please. There we go. One. Come on. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. That won't take too long because I've sped it up. APU engine fire test. Oh, this is these. I'm just going to do it. So it's nice to know where everything is. Yeah, that's fine. And oh, don't press. Oh God, it's guarded. You see, I always do that. Yeah, it's a simulator. It's gonna. Yeah, brilliant. Instruments and this, oh, we have lightage. Lightage has to happen. We want lots of lightage for ambience. Is that lightage there? Yes, we'll have some of that. We will have some of. We got the lights all over the place, folks. You know, they have the lights all over the place in the Airbus. I'm not complaining. As you can see, I'm kind of getting the hang of the new mouse controls that I've had to deal with, which is very upsetting for all concerned. Let's get the cabin lights on. The dome light. The dome light is here. Put it up bright, will we? And we need the lights down here for all our PDFs and multifunctional displays, etc. Our ECAM, and we're going to do the flight plan next very shortly. So there's lots of lightage. Lots of lights. Floodlight, please. Yep. Go, 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 go. Now I have to remember to zoom in because some of you asked me to see what's because you want to see what's going on, don't you? There's more lights over here. There we go. We want the primary flight display on, please. Come on. You notice the mouse goes backwards a little bit now. Microsoft have stuffed up the controls for a lot of people. A lot of people are very upset on things, you know. over that. They keep, you know, they have updates and they go backward. They go forward and then they go backwards. I'm going to hit the B just to get the QNH is 1009. Happy days. Okay, that's the lights done. Seatbelt signs on. Seatbelt signs. Come on. Seatbelt. There you are. No smoking. Oh, let me see. You have to press this button first. You can hear all the people getting on. Yeah. Silly people. No smoking sign. Emergency exit signs. Arm. Boom. Annunciator. Okay, we can test the annunciator lights. You know, just to check that. That they're all working. Yeah, that's fine. Thank you. It's not a real aircraft. Now, our flight plan on the MCDU. I'm going to take a break and have a look at the comments here and see who's on. Don't forget to comment now if you're new to the channel. Say hello. Say hello. We got Ockeye Lad. It says this should be interesting. Yes, it will be interesting. Now, you know, even if I don't stuff this up, it's going to be interesting. Lodi Reaper, greetings, and how are you? The flight plan is it's on the title. It should be on the title. Let me have a look at YouTube here. Our flight plan is Echo Delta Delta Hotel to Echo India Whiskey Delta. I haven't loaded a flight plan like we do on Sundays. I haven't loaded a normal flight plan like we do on Sundays. But you can. I just did Upper Airways from A to B, and you should get the same. Good. I'm going to go to YouTube comments now in a second. I'm on Twitch, Twitch comments. Johnny F says nothing bad will happen. Joey Mac Design is with us, doing paperwork from home today. Joey Mac Design says, trying not to be distracted. He's trying not to be distracted, but then Gripper starts streaming. I was wondering what it would be like to fly through the storm. You know, we're going to find out if I hurry up and don't miss the storm. Yep. Johnny F, the good thing, the weather radar isn't working on the dev version, so you can be held responsible for weather. Whatever happens. Yes, we're going to put on the weather radar and see how that works. Okay, let's go to init page 1. Oh, I forgot YouTube. YouTube comments. I'm just going to I'm not going to go through all of them. It's quite a lot now, but we've got Deep Future with us on YouTube. We also have Call Up D, as I said. We've got Danish Aviation. Greetings, Danish Aviation. He says he's going flying tomorrow via 4 from Roxdale, I think it's pronounced. Let's see if the weather is okay right now. The TOF says broken at 1200 feet, gusting 30. That's nice. Sling 380 is with us. A surprise evening stream. Well, for me, anyhow. Great. I'm glad to see you. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it goes well. It may not. Do you know? Engine 1 rotation. Yeah. I don't know. Deep Futures with us as well. Equinus, as I said. Rudin the Great is with us. How are you as well? Rudin the Great says we needed another A320 stream. There aren't enough of those. Oh, great! Because I want to get to know the Airbus A320 very well, and I'm actually all last night till very, very late, till 4 o'clock. I was playing around with the DA62. I think that's my next aircraft before the PMDG 737 comes out. Yeah. Stephen Allen, greetings. Greetings, Stephen. I hope you're well. And that is everyone there. Dancing Tango's with us as well. Hello from Bournemouth. Great, Dancing Tango. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well now. Init page 1. Come on. I'm just going to follow the I don't know, flight number, grip. G or I P P we put in. I'm not using VATSIM. I will get to VATSIM. I just, you know. Can we put in that? Yes. Cost index is not activated yet in the sim, but actually, just for heaven's sake, I'm going to put in 20 there, so we'll go at a good pace. Boom. Flight level, we're going to go to 32,000 feet. I'll put it in there. We want to see the storm. Great. Flight plan. Now, there's no discontinuities. I've not seen any in the Airbus, especially when I put the flight plan on for Microsoft Flight Simulator, so I'm going to accept that as all okay. Good. RadNav. Now, if I do this right, this is the ILS frequency for departure. That's fine. That's set up already very cleverly from the flight plan, so that's great. And it should automatically put it in for Dublin, but I'm going to check for that. RadNav's fine. Init page 2. Init page 2, please. Okay, this is 0 fuel weight set. Boom. We want to block fuel. Boom. Thank you. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine as well. Good. Okay. We'll leave it at that. On performance. Now, I've got to put in the V speeds. I haven't done all the mass balance. I want to get onto a more complex flight plan. But I'm going to put in 140 for V1. I'm just guessing here now. It's roughly right. V rotate 145. Depends how much passengers we are, you know, and all that kind of stuff. 150 for our takeoff safety speed V2. So I'm just guessing those for the moment. Okay. Climb, fine. Yeah, that'll do. Next phase, cruise. Yeah, fine. Descent, we worry about that later. It doesn't have vertical airspeed. Sorry, it doesn't have the vertical implemented in this flight simulator, the vertical path. So I'll worry about approach on the way because it might change. And that's a go ahead. So back to takeoff. Predicted wind shear. We want that on. That is here. And that is going to auto. I want the weather radar. I'll put it on system 1. Weather radar is on as well. Cockpit door lock. Cockpit door lock. Good. No, that's unlocked. No. Normally you hear the door slam behind you. It's hilarious. Okay, barometric pressure is set, and VOR ADF, don't need any of that. We can do that on the way if we need to. FCDU altitude, very important to get your altitude set up. For your autopilot, we're going to 30. We'll go to what's the transition altitude? Transition altitude in. Oh, I'm going to put it in here. I'm on. Let's have a look here. Transition altitude is Echo Delta Delta Hotel. I'll just get it off one of the charts here. Boom. Boom. Give me approach chart here. Get one of these here. Transition altitude by ATC 5,000 feet. Okay, 5,000 feet. I got it from here. That's where I got it from. So 5,000 feet. That's set. Happy days. Make sure my heading is in managed mode. Speeds in managed mode. Altitudes in managed mode. Happy days. That's all set. Because you know what happens if you take off without those settings, it's going to get very confusing. Speed, heading done. IRS alignment is complete. EFIS arc 10 nautical miles. Okay, that's done on the arc. Flight directors both on. 1 and 2. Happy days. Now, startup. God, it takes a while, doesn't it? Startup. APU master on. Let's get the APU on. Boom. And automatically it comes down to the screen here. The APU, which is nice in the Airbus. So, and now I want to get my camera ready for eye candy. You want to hear it start up, folks. You know, you want to get some eye candy going, folks. You know, that's all very important. Okay, APU on. And there it is. And we want to see the flap doors open now in a second. Oh. Oh, I was foolish. I did hit the start button. Didn't I hit the start button? What? Start it on. It just didn't change the screen there for me, folks. Did I actually? On and on. I've got the ground power selected. That is the first time that's happened to me. You know? Let's have a look at the APU here. Oh, it is. It's starting. It's okay. It usually comes up automatically. There's the APU. You can hear it there now. Very unusual. We've got some more people with us on the North European circuit. We've got Sling. We've got Oculant, AASB, Equus is waiting for us here. And we've got Lonely Reaper as well. There's someone off in the distance there. All the tags don't necessarily show up, unfortunately. But there we go. And why in the Mother of God, of all the angels in heaven and all that kind of stuff that you'd say, it's why is the landing light on? Why would that be on? Why? Oh, off. Do we need the nose light? I put it on taxi, that's fine. That's off. Strobe should be off. Beacon should be on. And nav and logo should be off. Okay. That light shouldn't have been on there. Checkers. Yep. Heading. Where was I? APU master, oxygen crew supply. We need that for breathing purposes. It's here. I'm not going to bother with the passengers. Just keep them quiet. They'll fall asleep. You know, when you're deprived of oxygen. Cool. Yeah. A few pumps. Boom, onto boom, onto boom, onto boom, onto boom, and they're all on. The few pumps are on. Air conditioning, I'm not going to worry about the. I'll leave that as normal. That's all here. Navigation lights on. Navigation lights are. I can never spot them on time. There, nav and logo on. Happy days. Once the APU bleed on. Yes, we need the APU bleed on. No. That is in here. Where is he? There it is. APU bleed here. APU bleed on. And external power off. Then we can get that truck to go away. External power. Boom. And let's get all the trucks and stuff away. We assume all the passengers are on. So close the door. Get rid of the passengers. Get rid of the external power. And everything should be departing. And the gate is leaving. The baggage truck hasn't left yet. We're going to have to get pushed back now. There we go. Happy days. Very nice, very beautiful. External power off. Yeah, that's done. Startup. God, it takes a while. You see, I'm only one person, you know. Beacon light's already on. I checked that. Engine mode selector. Let's start with the left number 1. So let's make sure first, right? That should be on normal. Right, now put it to start. There we go. And then engine 1. We should get some indications here. It's speeding up. Let's get some eye candy. There's engine 1 kicked off there. I've got the engine sounds turned down a fair bit. Would you like me to turn it up? Let me just see if you can hear me. Good God, you could be all commenting there saying, I can't hear you, Gripper Sim. I'll just read the comments here. Okay, it's all good. I'm getting no indications for people saying that you can't hear me. I have got arms and cameras everywhere here, folks. Hit the V speed button and value given in the scratch pad. I did that Dancing Tango. Yeah, it didn't do it. Oh, Deep Future says enter 1 left on flaps, then it'll calculate your V speeds. Okay, maybe I've learned something new today. Let's just do that. There's someone else coming in. I love that doing that. Yeah, I wonder, is it too late? Let's see here in performance. Flaps 1. Boom. Okay. And then we were in... Where did we get the... it was an initial, wasn't it? Go. I'm sure it's in performance, no? These speeds? There it is. Okay. So I think here. Ah, there we go. Thank you. So you put flaps 1. That was Deep Futures come to the rescue once again. And Dancing Tango in the comment there. I'm lucky I caught those comments. There's quite a lot going in there. So that's how that calculates it automatically. Great. So you need to put flaps down 1 first. Boom. You see it's actually 123. It's way too fast. Yours 120. Well, not the difference. I mean, wow. And V2 is 127. Wow. Thank you. So flaps 1, that's another thing I've learned now. Put down flaps 1. And we, you know, that's the takeoff config, isn't it? So we want to have takeoff config here. Oh yeah, there's loads of stuff I haven't done, so let's get rid of takeoff config. Oh, it's going to beep now like crazy because I pressed that button. Don't worry, everything's going to be fine. Don't worry about it. everything, you know. Let's start up now. I should be pushing back whilst doing this, but I can only do one thing at a time, can't I? Engine 2, let's flicker on. Indications should start spooling up for engine 2. Zoom. There we go. Where's our fancy graphics for the end? There we go. I like that. See the way it does that kind of look there? I like that. Engine 2 starting up. Very nice. I do like the sounds. They're really very good. Okay, happy days. Let's get the pushback going. Nav lights. Okay, they're on. External power off. We've done that. We start the engine. Let's put the engine mode selector back to normal mode. Boom. Well, that's not working. Kind of is working. Okay. Great. I'm going to follow the checklist religiously because it's your safety net. Beacon light's already on. Okay. Start. Mode selector back to normal. APU bleed off. We don't need the APU bleed anymore. And then we'll switch off the APU. APU bleed. Right, there you are. Switch APU off. Great. And APU master's off. Yes, it is off. Autopilot set, which I've done. I have another and a few notes there. We're going to do the pushback now. Let us do the pushback. Pushback. Oh yeah. What was that now? Oh yeah, that was over here, wasn't it? Is the pushback over here? Call Tug? There's a Tug there. Come on, Tug. Tug. Oh. There you go. He's coming in at a very strange and unusual angle. Let him connect there. It's not so bad weather here now. You know. Now, I haven't very good at my runway selection. You probably wonder why that is. That's because it's so fun if everything goes perfectly normally, isn't it? You know. Let's just have a bit of a crosswind. You know. Good. Okay, Tug's there. Let's take off the parking brake. Here's the parking brake there. Off the parking brake, please. Oh, that's not working either. Why, Microsoft? Why do you do this to me? Why? I ask myself. Okay, let's go back. Which way should I be? See, this is the kind of stuff. You know, I don't know. I'm going to turn. Equinus looks like he's facing. I'm just. Yeah. Okay. Let's turn this way then. You know. I don't know my way around the airports, folks. You know. So when I finish the book, the pushback, we're going to have to figure that out. Am I going to get to the runway? You know. Big airports. And all that kind of stuff. So we'll stop the push back there, please. Thank you. Parking brake on. Now it's working. Parking brake on. Let's have a look and see where we are in Navigraph charts. Let's see how we exit this place. Okay, so taxi. We are taking off runway. And this is how you find out. We are taking off. Let's go to flight path. It's 1 hour 29 minutes. Where do you find? Taking off runway 15. Okay. Into the south. That's where the winds should be coming from. So runway 15. Okay. So let's get the taxi chart out here. Runway 15 is here. So I love this. Boom. I'm kind of cheating here. Oh, we got much taxiing to go. So what I'll tell you what I'm going to do here. This is the problem I have. How do you find your way around, you know? So they're going to say something like, taxi hold short of Alpha 4. or Alpha 3. Cross runway 23 via Alpha 5 or Echo 1 to Echo to 15. That's what I guess they're going to say. So let's see what happens. Now you see with this, I want to try and do this, find my way around the airfield, because I want to read the taxi signs, and this is the hardest part now at the moment for me. I'm just getting myself a bit of paper here with the camera. I'll put on the other camera so you can see I don't forget with the controls. Let's activate that camera. Come on. Camera, let's go. Boom. You'll see here I have a little knee pad, so I'll write everything down there, you see. So that's kind of handy. So you can see the controls there. I'm not using the Bravo throttle quadrant, but at least you can see the control column there. Let us just move this out of the way. Oh yeah, great, it's all loosened up on me now. And that will do there. At least you can see what inputs I'm putting in. The throttles are over here, but you can't see them. Yeah, I know. Okay, paper here. Operation, it's all used up. Isn't that fabulous? Don't you just love it when that happens? Okay, get rid of all that. Now, so I'm going to go to radio and see what instructions we get now. I do have my baby wheel set to come on. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Let's go to ground. Request clearance. I better acknowledge that. So, Grippersim cleared to Dublin Airport as filed. Takeoff from 15, climb to and maintain 7,000 feet. Frequency departure is 125.1 squawk 4364, and that's put in automatically because of Microsoft Flight Sim. Let's just check the squawk then. It should be on standby, and it is 4364. That's set in. Great. Rear back record. Okay, contact ground. Request taxi to IF4. So I'll acknowledge the clearance because it cancels it if you don't do it in proper time. So I got a taxi, hold short runway 15 using Alpha 5 cross runway 23 and for Echo 1, and then contact her on 126.855 and ready. Okay, so we're going to go, as I said, to runway 15 Alpha 5 to runway, oh god, the pen doesn't write, runway 23 via Echo 1. So let's see how that works. You know, oh, I've got the little baby lines on. Okay, so we got to turn around behind us. Yeah, so I stuffed up the backtrack. Okay, the checklist says transponder set. Well, that's that is to auto. So before taxi, strobe window heat auto. Now we want the window heat to come on. That's the icing section. Window heat, there we go. The probe window heat is on. Spoilers, we want to arm the spoilers. Now you're usually doing this as you're taxiing. Spoilers on, flaps set to take off, which is set 1. Anti-ice if required, we'll leave that. We're going to leave it off. We'll see if we get an ice build up, see if we can fix that problem. Auto brake set. We want to make sure for the rejected takeoff. Nose light to taxi. Nose light to taxi. Do I have that set up? No. Nose light to taxi. Yeah, please. That's on taxi already. Runway turn off lights on. They love their lights, don't they? Parking brake off. Weather radar on. Oh yeah, let's. Did I put on the weather radar? I did. Weather radar is on. We'll be needing that today. Chrono. Let's start the chrono. Takeoff config press. Let's see if we got any errors. Everything's good. Happy days. Yes, you remember all the alarms went off before because nothing was set. Takeoff memo check green. Okay, that's fine. And then all we have to do now is taxi, and then it's before takeoff checks. And let's start our taxi. Let's make sure the brakes are off. Boom. Come on. Oh yeah, now it works. Every update, something goes wrong. Every update. Okay, folks, we're moving. Oh, that's the wrong control column. I'm not using this one. I'm using the one over here. Chambers. I've done that before. Make sure the gear lever's down. Good God. Gear lever was up. Because the other one I've got too many. I've got 3 gear levers here set up, folks. I can hear the people talking in the background. Can you hear all the people talking in the background? Oh, I have to laugh. I have done something foolish, folks. I have done something foolish whilst we're taxiing. I have foolishly purchased something. Now, there was a little bit left. You know, for all the subscribers and stuff, as you know, goes into a kitty. And I've installed an eye tracker purely so when I do IFR flying, you can see what my eyes will be looking at. So you'll see a blob soon in the next couple of weeks, and you'll know exactly where my eyes are. So you can see the horrific mistakes I'm making. Yeah, and then I can kick myself all night after making the mistake, you know, as pilots do. There's Alpha 5, right? So, why? Oh yeah, you see, here's another problem. When you activate the mouse, it stops your steering. When you activate the mouse now in Microsoft Flight Simulator, they stuffed it up big time. Alpha 5, did I mention Alpha 5? They did. So we're on Alpha 5. It's all the way down to runway 23. So we're going to cross now. Now, normally you'd stop here and, you know, make sure there's no traffic coming, you know, which would be nice. So off we go. I think the voices are a little bit high and the engines are a little bit low. But we'll play with that. Usually I hear a little bit more taxi noise here. Certainly in the smaller aircraft. Okay, but yeah, anyway, the eye tracker. I'm going to get the eye tracker. Colonel Klink there was telling me all about it. And I ordered it. It's flattened to me a little bit, but look, it's all about the quality of the sim. Now also with the eye tracker, I'll show it to you. Your head moves slightly and it just gives that air of realism, you know. There we go. Echo 1 to Echo 4 straight ahead. Echo 4, oh no, Echo 1 is to the right. Okay. I know I've got the baby wheels. Eric 3, VR3 has followed. Eric, welcome. Welcome to the madness, Eric. We're going to fly through, if you've just joined us, folks, by the way, we're going to fly through, we're flying from Hamburg to Dublin, into the storm, into hurricane, well, it's not the last hurricane yet, but into Storm Barra. So I got the baby wheels on, isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? I just want to get used to taxiing, finding my way around these airports. Now, in reality, pilots would know. They'd have studied the taxi. Fucker! They've messed up the controls again, folks. It's really annoying. I want the view. I want the view, please. Thank you. And then I can press C. Very awkward. Pity Microsoft didn't learn from X-Plane. Dare I say it. Kestrel23 has subscribed to Prime. Wow, I wasn't expecting that, Kestrel. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. This is how streamers are able to continue going, I guess. That's great news. Thank you very much. So yeah, I'm going to get the eye tracker because I'm going to go back to real IR flying. I was saying that on Sunday stream. Every Sunday, by the way, I stream at 2100 hours. Irish UK time, and with Colonel Klink. I mean, it's crazy madness stream. We just do crazy stuff. Anything that's new, that's on, and all that kind of stuff. So, oh, got control. Yeah. So if I go inside and down there now, I want to make sure I deactivate the C button. There we go. So that's all good, you know. Anyway. Let's talk about in the cruise. I'm kind of doing two things at once here. That's an armed flaps one. Good. I'm kind of doing two things at once. I'm running the channel. I'm looking at the comments as much as I can, I promise. Oh, first time viewer, Eric. Oh yeah, I said hello to Eric. Eric, hello. I hope you're well. We're going to stop here. We're going to do a takeoff checks. We'll have a quick brief, a big chat. But what I'm going to do after takeoff, because as you know, you got to pull the power back to climb to tent, otherwise you'll stuff up your autopilot and you'll go flying, you'll overspeed and all hell breaks loose. I remember doing that earlier on. And thanks to you guys, by the way, like, you know, DCS ducts and Deep Future and so many others that help. As I said to you, I didn't have a clue what I was doing when I first got the Airbus going, and you all taught me how to fly the Airbus. That's the beauty of... and we're on the Discord as well, don't forget. Look up Gripper Sim in Discord, or if there's any moderators on, you can just slap up an old link to the Discord and invite if you're on. I'll do it to the cruise as well if you're not about. So I'm going to halt here. I'm going to put on the park and brake like a good boy. They're all chatting in the back there. You hear them chatting in the back? They'll stop the chatting very soon, and that's going to turn into screams. Now, is there a windsock here? Is there a windsock at this airfield? There is. Yeah. So I've foolishly... I'm taking off on a nice headwind here, right? Foolishly, because we want some crazy madness going on, but don't worry, Dublin's going to be crazy madness. So I've got to also remember to keep calm at the old chit-chat. Because as you well know, I may forget to descend, and then I'm too high and too fast, and I've got to go around, and it takes another 20 minutes, and it's all very upsetting for all concerned. This is DCS Ducks delivery. You did it for me. I've got to hope I'm right there. DCS Ducks did this delivery because it's going to be war if it didn't. There's the boys. There's the boys. Who do we have? We have Slings coming down the A380. Or the 380. No, sorry, that's Sling 380. We've got Lauren with us. It doesn't bring in all the time. There's Lonely Reaper and someone else there. Can't quite make it out, but we will when we're flying along. And there's a nice view of... Oh, I didn't show you the runway, did I? I didn't show you. I'm going to increase my speed a little bit here, folks. Because I didn't show you... Let's have a look at the weather as well. I didn't show you the airport. So it's okay weather here. You know, it's just the outside of the front of the storm. There is the airport there. Not a bad, you know. Looks pretty damn good to me. There's someone else with the Gripper Sim livery. Someone else going to join us? There's the runway 23. We don't want that. Let's reset the camera. Okay, so if you've just joined us, we're flying to Storm Barrow. I better get going because, you know, I miss my slot. Board takeoff. Nose light takeoff. Oh, they love their lights. Just give me one light. Stop with all your lights. You know? Takeoff, yeah. Takeoff lights on. Landing light on. We need those. We need those. Thank you. I need those. TCAS. Oh, I heard not a bing bing, but a ching ching, folks. And that was from Mr. Linton Us. Tipped the channel $5. Thank you very much. Now, I'm going to have to make an effort here to read your name. MorLintonious. See, sometimes I look at the stream after the odd occasion, and I get it so wrong. Mr. Linton, and I know this is going to be Linton. Yes. Look, thank you very much. I'll figure this out as we go. Thank you so much for that. The old ching chings are great, and the subscribing are great. And I'll tell you why when we take off. It's great because it all goes back into the channel. Every single penny goes back into the channel. It's the only way to do it, isn't it? Transponder on. TRRA, and that would give us the air traffic advisories. Very nice. Okay, so let's have a quick brief. Auto brake, yeah, is set. Takeoff config is set as well. Takeoff config? Yeah, I have that there. That's all green. Good. Let's have a quick chat. Right, so after takeoff, I want to barrel down the runway, rotate my V speed, 122 knots. Or was it 123? Anyway, I'll see it coming up on the speed tape here. After takeoff, 1,500 feet, I want to take the power back to the climb detent, which is here. I want to take my flaps up. So obviously gear up, flaps up, 1,500 feet, power back. And then I want to engage the autopilot. I just hit that button and off it goes on its own. And I just fold my arms and, you know, think of Storm Barrow. So folks, let us taxi onto the runway and go. Into Storm Barrow, into the eye of the storm, into the crazy madness. Let's see where, just before I take off, where the storm is, just to keep the old tension going. I wish I had some music. Where are you? Where are you? Come on, there you go. So Storm Barrow is currently, we're here, Hamburg. We're going to come from the outside. We're going to climb up. Hopefully we'll get a good view of it. I don't know. And it's going to be evil in Dublin. Now I better hurry up because I'm going to miss the worst of the weather. And I don't like missing the worst of the weather. I want the worst possible weather, because I'm going to do this manually. Did you take the brake off? I did. Did you take the brake off? The brake's off. Oh, hang on. This is something to do with active pause, is it? Why got active pause on here? Sometimes I hit that button by mistake. No. Going on here, folks. Microsoft saddened me. The parking brake is definitely off. That is very strange. Why are we stuck? So we're going now. Just a little bit. Sometimes it may have been. Sometimes I hit the active pause button by mistake. Let's get on and use the whole runway, shall we? Yeah. Now, so that took 51 minutes. You know, before takeoff. Seems to take too long for me. Checklists. Okay, we're good. Let's wait for the boys to catch up behind us. I'm going to halt here. Just assume air traffic told us just to stand by for a moment. I'm going to give room for the boys behind me so they can follow along. We just stop here and declutter. Let's have a quick look outside before we go. Let's say hello to everyone. Sorry, hello to the boys in the back. Okay, there we go. We're catching up. Okay, let's just go. Let's rock and roll. I know I've forgotten something. Full power. Well, 40%. That's stable. All that kind of crack there. Good. Full power. All the way. Oh god, please don't have the baby lines on all the way down the bloody runway. Let's get the centre line. I want to hear that. The noise from the nose gear hitting the cat's eyes. What is that ribbon doing there? 120 knots. That ribbon annoys me. 15 degrees, please. That ribbon really upsets me. That was not there before. See, these updates drive me mad, and that's what I'm blaming. 15 degrees. Positive rate, no remaining runway. Gear up. Gear up. Oh, I used the wrong lever. I've done that before. I have. 15 degrees, please. Flaps up. Flaps up. Flaps up. I'm waiting for 1500 feet. Why aren't you a climb? Get to climb. Get to full power. Wow. You know what's going on, folks? I wasn't at full power. Back to climb. Climb set. Autopilot on. Autopilot disconnected. What have I done? What have I done? That messed things up. You see what I mean? If you don't have climb power set, let's get back on profile and activate the autopilot. It'll come back on. There we go. It's got it again. I just went storming past 1500 feet there. I'm at 4,200 feet already. Coming up to, they said 7,000 feet. 7,000 feet. Let's make sure. Come on. 7. Give me 7. Give me 7. Come on. Messy. Boom. Boom. Managed speed. We're on profile. Climbing up to 7,000 feet. Happy days. So you see there, for some reason the controls, I think it's because this is disabled, but when I pressed something here on this controller which just deactivated my other controller over here. So it didn't quite work, but we got away with it. We're climbing, everything's fine. Flaps are up, gears up. Oh, wrong one. Flaps up, gears up. Everything's fine. Eye candy. There we go. There we go. Takeoff checklist. Let's take a look. We've done all that. Checklist off. Gears up. Yeah, flaps are up. Spoilers disarm. Let's disarm the spoilers. Looks like a lovely day so far, doesn't it? Why am I overspeeding? Why am I overspeeding? What have I done, folks? Is there something I haven't done? Oh, I haven't armed the auto throttle. I know what's happened there. Do you know what's happened? Here's one for you folks, right? So I didn't, that should be left there. So I didn't arm the auto throttle, I left that out entirely because it's always been armed, and I updated this version of the Airbus, and I'm guessing now, obviously it shouldn't be armed. I should have pressed that button. So that's why I went over speed there. And that's why we went. Yeah, so that's a mistake I've made. I won't make that mistake again. But we're still alive. I can still hear people chatting, and it's kind of disturbing. Right? That's kind of disturbing. Don't stop now. I think. Oh, great. Oh, is that great? Please ensure you have an internet connection. I think I'm still streaming, folks. I'm getting no bad indications. That's a bit annoying. So FS realistic. I don't want them chatting all the way to the flight. That'll drive me demented. I can hear it in my headset. Where is it? Cockpit. Cockpit ambience. Is it cabin ambience? I don't hear them. I put it down really low. Switch it off. I'll leave it there. Very low. Okay, we're on our way, folks. So let's just assume we've been asked to climb to 32,000 feet. Now, I want those lights a little bit better. So it's a switch down here. And I should have done that as well. There we go. Let's go to 32,000 feet. Up, 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 up. Let's go. 32. In fact, why can't I use my... Oh no, I can't use that one. Right, you can. So I can use the SciTech. SciTech's working again. Happy days. Come on, 32,000 feet. Well, let's get the climb going now anyway. You want to have a look at the storm. Let's go to 32,000 feet, as I said. 1, 2. There we go. Boom. Now that will climb to 32,000 feet. We've got a rate of climb. I have climb power set. And disarm the old spoilers there, as I said before, of the after takeoff checklist. Flaps are up, spoilers, thrust, climb, autopilot on, nose light off. Let's get all the lights off. Nose light, nose light, nose light. Oh, it's so fiddly. Runway lights off. How high are we now? We've gone past 10,000. We've gone past 10,000 feet. Let's switch to standard Barra. Standard Barra, please. Thank you. We've got standard Barra past 10,000 feet. Landing lights also come off after. Sorry, through the transition altitude, I should have switched to standard. See, do you know what happened there? That problem I had after takeoff. We went so fast. I was dealing with that. You know, you see how the aircraft can get ahead of you. So we're passing 11,000 feet now, no harm. Good. Climb, barometric preference above 10,000 feet, landing lights off, which you've done. Anti-ice is required, seatbelt signs off. Okay, put the seatbelt signs off with the people in the back. Here we go. There you go, folks. We're on our way. We're on our way. Oh. I bet that made you dizzy. Let's get my cameras off for a moment. Let's chat then. And, now, to get some eye candy, you don't have to look at my face. So, yeah, I was talking about the eye tracker. It's very... I actually went on after Sunday's stream. Oh, there is our... we've got our... we've got our escort going here, folks. We've got our escort. Or more likely... more than likely, you know... probably been intercepted, you know. I'm going to ignore it. So nice eye candy. So yeah, it's the clouds should get higher, I'm guessing. You know, with the storm. Let's see what the storm is. Let's just see. Let us see what the storm is now, folks. So let us see the path of the storm so far. It's getting very, you know, it's really nasty in Dublin now, folks. I will give you the weather in Dublin now. Weather. I'm looking at aero weather here. This is real weather for real world problems. Okay, so at the minute it's 22 gusts and 34. It's not really enough for me, you know. But it's going to be a direct crosswind. So we should be landing into the wind, but no, I think it would be better to land with a strong crosswind. It's going to be dodge, there's no doubt about it. Let's see the path of the storm from early this morning. Okay, so let's play it there. So it's down here. Dinga got hammered. And now Dublin's getting hammered. And this is what's going to happen the next few days. So, on to Wednesday, it's going to be a lot of rain. Look at that. That's a big storm. And that's got all its energy over the Atlantic Ocean. And you see it's dissipating now. You see the way it's dissipating? Because when the storm comes over land, it just dissipates and it'll gather a bit more over water. It pretty much gets its energy over the sea. There's another little blast we're going to get there. Yeah, that's great, isn't it? For Friday. So, there's another one. That might miss us, you know. It's like a big one. Poor old Iceland is going to get hammered. It's going to snow. Will it snow? Probably not, because, you know, what might do? Yeah, Iceland's going to get hammered now, you know. And what I'm looking forward to beyond now is the weather to come from Siberia. We need an air mass coming from here. That's where we get all the snow. So if the air mass comes from Siberia over all the cold areas, it comes down here, we get tons of snow. I do enjoy the odd snow from time to time. So we're getting a few fronts coming over constantly now. You know? That's all the information during the week. That's the Sim weather, folks. That's the Sim weather. There's a storm there now. 1400. What? Now 12 o'clock, 12:33. Okay, so there you go. That's what the storm is. So, let's hop the cockpit. Now the eye tracker, I'm looking forward to it, and I'll tell you why. Okay, and at least on this aircraft, if I'm coming into land, I'm not going to be looking outside. Okay, but the scan is very important because you're looking at your speed, and then you're looking at your altitude, and you're looking at your rate of descent, and you're looking at, you know, other things. So you got to keep your scan going in the ILS. Now the beauty about the Airbuses is it's all very close together, you know. But you see a little blob where my eye's looking, you know. And I think that'd be a very interesting training aid for students for flying IR, because the instructor can see what your eyes are doing, and it's all important about the scanning, especially with the 6-pack. You know, let me show you 6-pack here. 6-pack instrument. Sorry about that, I took you out of there. This is a 6-pack. This is the old school 6-pack here, okay? So effectively, that's not really the right place, is it? Don't worry, I guess. Anyway, you'd be looking here at your artificial horizon, you're looking at your speed, then you're looking at your altitude, then you're looking at vertical speed, then you're looking at your heading. So, you know, it's just nice to follow someone's eyes. It's fascinating. Also, you know, when I'm doing startup checks or doing anything, you know, if I'm looking at the heading here, you can see exactly what my eyes are doing. It's bizarre. I'm going to turn off the first officer's screens for frames per second. That will slow down my frames per second. Okay, so we're now at 30,000 feet and we're climbing up to 32. I'm going to level off now in a second. And as you can see here, right, let me just check down here on my flight plan, please. Okay, we've got 523 nautical miles to go. So I need to shorten that. Because we'll be doing a bit of chatting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the speed. I'm going to get the speed up to... maybe 0.8.4. I want to manage the speed now, so I'm going to accelerate. Maybe 0.3 there. Just below VNE. Just to get there quicker. So I've changed it from manage mode to, I guess, manual mode, I guess you'd call it. It's only increasing my speed here. Oh, it is very slowly. You see the little bar there? 8.4, you know, 8.6. So I want to hurry the trip. Now, what's the wind doing? We've got a headwind. Because, you know, 65 knots. Now, I was hoping to see where we are here, folks. Right, so let's have a look at the navigograph here. Right here. The wind is coming down this way, right? So the wind is coming from here. So we've got a little bit of a headwind, which is a bit of a pain. I thought we'd get higher, and we'd avoid some of the headwind. Let's see what happens if we climb higher now. There is upper wind charts. You can see the weather. We don't have that at the minute, but generally as you go higher, the wind might slack off a bit. So I'm going to climb up to 39,000 feet. I'm going to switch from manage mode. And I'm going to leave it in manage mode for altitude. 39,000 feet, please. Take note. Got a headwind of 64. It's not an exact headwind of 64 knots, but 64 knots. Right, so let's see if this decreases as we get higher. That's what I'm hoping for in order to get there quicker. Of course, as you go higher, there's less particles in the air, less drag. Let's see if we can get up to Coffin Corner. Let's see if that will fix it. It's only a couple of thousand feet, 7,000 feet more. Let's see. Did I say it was 64? I did. Okay, so let's keep climbing. Let's see what warnings we get. Yeah, because we disconnected, lads. It disconnected momentarily. So the lads are behind us. But lads, if you're watching as well as flying, you can hit the Y button, slew up towards me. We're coming over kind of Denmarkish, Belgiumish maybe. No, Denmark. So let's see where about. Flying along. And I'm going to read some of the comments in a second. Camera back. And we'll discuss whether the juicer button deserves the treat or not. For in-flight entertainment. So there's where we are there now. Very nice. There's Denmark here, isn't it? Okay, let's have a look at the old comments. Andrew Murphy. I didn't hear the bing bing there, Andrew. My apologies. Me, Andrew Murphy, subscribed on YouTube. Andrew, thank you very much. And again, that's great, Andrew. I'm delighted to find this interesting. Let's get the cameras back here. I'm back. The cameras are back. Andrew Murphy, and then before that, Karen. Why didn't I hear that? Karen, 1976. Karen, thank you very much. Gifted us up to the DCS Ducks. And don't you know DCX does deserve it, doesn't he? Thank you very much for that, Karen. And also thanks to Merlin. Is it Merlin Tunius? Mr. Lintunius, is it? Thank you for the tip of €5 for the channel. And also thank you to Kestrel33 subscribing Prime. And before that, Eric followed half an hour ago. So that's great, folks. Thank you very much. So I'm glad I got the eye tracker now. Anything for the channel, folks. Anything for the crazy madness. Now at 34,000 feet. It's not climbing very fast though, is it? But now we've got 54 knots now. I don't like the 600 feet a minute. What's that about? Let's increase that. So let's go to manual mode on the old airspeed vertical speed. Let's go to 1200 feet a minute. And I'm going to switch to manual mode. Now we're going to get 1100 feet a minute. I prefer maybe a couple of thousand feet a minute now. Let's go 2000. So pulling the button towards you, it's not up or down as you can see with the arrow here. Right? Pulling the button towards you is manual mode. Pushing it away from you is manage mode of the aircraft. I hope I've used that terminology correctly. Let's have a look at the comments. First we'll have a look at the comments on Twitch. I'll just scroll back up a little bit. That's Karen. Thank you, Karen, for that again. DJ Stuck says, I can take credit here. I don't know anything about the Airbus. The livery is also not mine. I only did the JU. Oh, it was the JU-52. Of course, it was actually... I've got to send you a mug as well. It was actually... I've got his real name, but not his actual screen name. DCS Ducks, of course, you did the JU-52, so you do deserve it, still. The Airbus was done by... I'll have to get it out of the thing there, but I have to send you a mug as well. I got to get those mugs ordered. I will. It will happen. It will happen. I promise you that. You're only as good as your word, aren't you? So there's 2 mugs to go out to people, and it's been a long, long time coming, you know. So we're getting really, we're slowing down a bit here. The air is very, now we're making headway now because look, we've only got 37 knot headwind. See, the higher you go, the less drag. So we're going to push on to 39,000 feet. We've only got a couple of hundred feet to go. Then we're going to start accelerating like a bat out of hell, and we've escaped some of those nasty headwinds because of the storm. We're way above the clouds. Let's see if we can see any anvils or anything like that. I'm going to zoom right out now in a second, and I also heard another bing bang, and that's Mavan DeLorean, MVN DeLorean. Nice name. That's of the car from Back to the Future. Car made in Northern Ireland. Just followed. I'll just call you DeLorean. Is that okay? Let me know in the comments if that's not okay. It's easier for me just to say, DeLorean, I remember you. Happy days. So, I'm going to go to the YouTube comments now in a second. I'm on Twitch at the minute. I love it when you chat amongst yourselves. It's great. Don't forget to visit the Discord, folks. The Discord. DCS Duck says the Airbus delivery was from Jacob. Of course, it was Jacob K Live at the time. Yes. Thank you, DCS Ducks. And I have his address here. And I have your address, DCS Ducks. I have it there in Germany. And then Jacob is in Canada. So they're come out to you. I just don't want to. I want to get something organised so I can send out the odd free one from time to time without having to go to the internet. It's crazy madness. Joey Mac decided, what's your ETA for Dublin? Might try and join you for some storm chasing over lunch. Okay, we are currently over Denmark. But our ETA, good question. Right, that's a good question. So, is that an ETA 1351? Yeah, ETA is 1350. It's now 12:45. So 55 minutes. About 55 minutes. We've got 455 nautical miles to go. I'm going to worry about my descent shortly. You know, it'll be about 130 miles, I guess, when I start my descent. I'll do that calculation in a while. Burp. Burp. That beeping, by the way, if you heard that beeping, that is the Discord, which reminds me, folks. Sorry, I have to take you out there because I'm looking for the Discord. I want to give you an invite for the Discord. Which I've got so many windows open here. There's the Discord. There. I'm going to give you a link to the Discord because you can all go and chat amongst each other on the Discord. I also mention my streams. Like this is just one of my normal midweek random streams because I can't get a schedule going just yet. I'm glad I didn't get a schedule going last week because I was stuffed up with flights and I had to reinstall the whole thing and figure some stuff out. So that beeping anyway is the Discord. So I'm going to give you an invite and you can on the Discord, if I'm doing a random stream, I just type in Discord. You know, I'll be streaming in 20 minutes. But on Sundays, 2100 hours. I'll put it out in Discord, I'll put it out on Twitch, and I'll put it out on Instagram and Facebook for the Sunday streams, because that's set in stone, 2100 hours Irish UK time on the North European server. So let us have a look at invite people. I'll get you in here now, folks. Discord. This is an invite. So I'm going to put it into YouTube first. There you go. And then let's get the other window. I'm going to get two more windows open here. Close that window. Close that window. Leave that one open. No, I don't need you anymore. I just shut the Discord down for the moment. YouTube. I've done the YouTube. Oh dear, I pressed the wrong button. Sorry, folks. See what I have to put up with. There we go. It's in Discord. Sorry, it's in the Twitch chat. In the Twitch chat. DeLorean says hello, and hello to you. Can call me Mando. Oh, Mando. Mandalorian. Ah, very clever. Mandalorian. Okay, great, Mandalorian. I will do that. Everyone's saying hello to you. See how friendly everyone is, though. You know, hey, how you doing? You're new. Come to the Discord. And because, guys, I've learnt off the Discord. I don't know everything about the Airbus, admittedly, but I've learnt everything I know off the Discord. I said at the very beginning, I haven't got a clue what I'm doing, and I'm going to learn how to fly the Airbus to get it from A to B. And I've learnt lots of little things. And I have to keep reminding myself, the last thing I've learnt now, this flight, is the V speeds. So if you set flaps 1 on the flight management computer, then it will automatically collect your V speeds from the mass imbalance and all that. So that's great. Now I did say, let's zoom out here. We are increasing camera speed. Speed. As fast as I can. And let's see if we can see any... There's Sunny Wolf, the FA-18. It was Sunny Wolf, which is one of our esteemed members. So that's as fast. Let's straighten the camera there. That's as fast as it'll go. Let's see, let's see what we can see. There's me down there. There's the coast of Denmark-ish. As you can see down here, it's kind of clear-ish. Over here... Oh, it only draws the clouds out so far. You see, we're going this direction, aren't we? So it only draws the clouds out so far. There's my little contrail down here. So we'll see it as we get closer. We've got a bit to go yet. But it'd be nice just to, you know, go into the storm. We'll see the clouds getting higher and higher and higher now as we go, because we're quite high above them. There is Lonely Reaper in the Airbus as well. And there's Piper Warrior in the Tomcat beside us. Now I'm going to have to slow down the camera because it's all over the shop now. Oh, you see how fast it is? I'm slowing it down. Oh, slow down. I tried to stop having to activate the menus. Activate the screen. The screen has to be activated as well in order for it to actually work. I could come out. Okay. I will tell you, I just don't like going to the menus if I can avoid it. Drone speed is 100%. No, I want it down there, please. Let's set down rotation speed a little bit. There we go. Now we get nice smooth camera action. There's Johnny F-73 Swiss Air. It's saying he's flying the Hawk. Now I have the Hawk. And for some reason, folks, I don't know why, but they're not showing the actual aircraft that you're flying. Is there something in the menu? I can see the Tomcat there, and I have the Tomcat. You know? But I can't see the Hawk. And the Hawk's a lovely looking airplane. Why is it paused like that? Please don't crash. Please do not crash. Please do not crash, Flight Simulator. What's happened? Oh, my TV's turned off, is it? No, it hasn't. It's going to crash. If I crash, I'll be back on. Why has it done that? You can see it. I cannot. Okay. My monitor has disconnected, folks. My actual physical monitor. I told you things wouldn't go well. Okay. There's my monitor. Don't panic, Mr. Mannering. And there's the other monitor. Right. So this is a problem. This is indeed a problem. See that, folks? That is a problem. That is a major problem. Why is my main monitor gone crazy? If I hit something by mistake. Oh, there it's back. Alright. I can't explain what that was. Also, on Windows 10, that's weird. Weird things are happening. Will we make it? We'll make it. But look, if I get cut off, the internet is very strong. We're getting very good internet connection, so it's all fine. But my screen just went black there for a minute, folks. It's back now. You know? It's back now. So we've got a bit to go. Now, where was I? Let's go to YouTube comments here because I can see them scrolling up here. Also, my screen background has disappeared. Very strange. Equinus just said buttons. It could be the producer getting revenge because the producer isn't. I don't know if you're blaming producer buttons. It's producer buttons. You know, I'm not impressed, folks. You know, I left my bedroom door open foolishly, and as you know, pets like the best sleeping area in the house. So I will have to just get the future button sorted out. Maybe with a treat. Yeah, my monitor went black. And I moved the window over to it and it came back again. So there was an update in Windows 10, and I don't know if it was that was during the weekend. Have I updated the latest version of the Hawk? Gibbo Ireland says, yes, I have, Gibbo. And welcome, by the way, Gibbo. I do remember you. I have. And it wasn't showing the JU42 either. You know? On Sunday stream. So the update has messed an awful lot of things up on me. And all day yesterday as well, I was figuring stuff out and trying to fix things. So I didn't go live yesterday. Is that live weather at all? Yes, it is. But we're far away from the storm. We're quite a bit away from Dublin. We're actually 387 miles away. Got to keep an eye on that. Okay, so I'll figure out my descent now shortly. I'm just going to answer some more questions on the old YouTube booze. Timed out. No, usually it's the TV to give you a warning. I don't know. I'm just going back up here. Yes, it is live weather. It is certainly live weather. Can you kind of see a wall of clouds ahead of us? I imagine that's the chaos. Yeah, it's getting a bit cloudy up here, look. You know? Hopefully we'll see them rise here. Equinus says, Grip's weather looks the same as mine. Brilliant. So we're all getting the same weather. Brilliant. TC Tech Gaming. Is talking to Robin about Rex weather. Is Rex weather worth it? I don't know. Yes, why doesn't Grip have these bugs everyone else has? I have different bugs. I've been looking up the mouse issue. Like in the maps in the main menu when you're creating a flight plan, I've got to pick up the Xbox controller and I won't use the mouse now. You know, things like that. Like this here, to zoom in now, I used to like in the old, before the update, I'm using the mouse wheel to zoom in, right? And to activate a button, that's fine, right? But I could zoom in and hold the mouse wheel down. See, I'm holding the mouse wheel down now, and I can zoom in with the mouse wheel and then click the mouse wheel again, but it zooms back out. Now what I have to do is I have to hit the right mouse button, zoom in with the wheel and let go of the mouse button. I'm getting used to that. But it's just annoying. It takes, you know, it's just annoying. There's lots of other things that crop up. But yeah, updates. Also, you'll probably noticed in the last update, everything's set, like all the points of interest are activated and all the help is activated, and you've got these menus everywhere. You don't want you to deactivate them again and stuff like that. So anyway, it's still a great simulator, and if you complain to them, they're going to say, look, we told you it's a work in progress. It's either we don't develop it and clean it up, or we keep developing it. And I'd rather them keep developing it. I'd live with the mistakes. I live with the errors. That's still frustrating. Now, where are we? I'm going to start calculating my descent because it's very possible. Right, I'm going to calculate the descent ahead of time. It's very possible I'll be chatting away, looking outside, something's going to happen, and it'll all be very interesting, and then all of a sudden I have 100 miles to go. Yeah, so I'm going to start doing that now. So we are at, and we did a good thing, by the way. We climbed up to Coffin Corner there, and we're now at 39 knots, whereas like 64. It was 64 knots, and now, you know, we've got much less of a headwind. So we've shortened our trip by quite a great amount by climbing higher. Now, let's calculate our descent, shall we? Now, okay. I get my calculator. If I'm using money, calculating fuel, or anything to an aircraft, I always get the calculator out. Yep. I'm going to do it mentally as well. So, we're at 39,000 feet. We're going to multiply that by 3. 30 multiplied by 3 is 117. 107. I'm going to add 10 to that, so 127. So I'm going to start descending at 127 nautical miles out. Okay? 127 nautical miles. Also, I learnt from the boys and the girls that if I go here, it actually has a little calculator for that. So let's sync our altitude. We're 39,000 feet. Oh god, I nearly forgot my target altitude. How foolish of me. That was foolish. It's about 2,000 feet. Let's check the approach charts for Dublin. Let us do that. Okay, we're going to go over England now, so we're going to start getting bad over England. Let's be quick about this. India, Dublin approach, please. Give me an approach flight. We're coming into runway 28. Approach, runway 28. Come up, 28. Cat 3 would be nice. Why not? Runway 28. That is platform 3,000 feet. So, is it? It's 2,500 feet. 3,000 feet, we'll say, okay. It's 2.5 really, isn't it? After Latmo you can descend. The restrictions will stop us from descending in the autopilot, so we'll put down 2,500 feet. So, of that altitude of 127,000 feet, I'll just take off 2,000. 120... we'll say roughly 125 nautical miles out, okay? Pen is not writing. A little bit more frustrating on the pen. Can you see the camera there? What I'm doing? Yeah, you can, kind of. So I'm trying to write here, and the pen stops writing. Well, that saddens me. So roughly about 125 miles out, okay? Great. So okay. So it says 122. 125, 122, not bad. So, at 3 degrees angle. 3 days, so that's fine. I'm pleased with that. Let's do how far this. So it's all the fancy stuff here. Why are the doors red? I took off one day and the doors were open. I did. Yeah, so the cloud base is getting higher now. So we have with us Piper Warrior in the Top Cat. We have Johnny F-73 in the Hawk. We have Mandalorian. Oh, Mandalorian's flying with us as well. Brilliant. Mandalorian, welcome again. It's great to see new people on board. We've got Sling 380 and we've got Sunny Wolf. We've got Lonely Reaper. Equinus Evolved. Have I forgotten anybody? Johnny F's doing very well on the Hawk down right beside me. I'm annoyed I can't see the Hawk. I'll have to look into that. There's other people floating around there. So yeah, the clouds are getting higher. They certainly are. Can I get the upper wind chart, I'm wondering as well. You know, I'd like to see what the upper winds are. I could have a look up here for let's see the cloud base. What cloud tops are. Tops here? No. I'm not that up. At the moment in Dublin, it's 22 gusting 34 only. You know, it's saying here it's 180 degrees, 22 knots, gusting 32 knots. The wind is veering from 150 to 210. Television's telling me to turn off because of auto power unless you do something. Where was I? Okay, it's veering quite a bit. 10k or more, few at 1,200 feet, scattered at 2,500 feet, broken at 3,800 feet. Temperature 8, temperature 8, 2 is 2, and Q&H is low pressure, which you would expect in that kind of weather. It's 0969, very low pressure, no significant change. So, low pressure meaning, you know, it's gonna suck think about it. Oh, you've got all this stuff around the weather here. It's all going to be sucked into the centre. All that shit. Yeah, so it's raining like hell outside. I can hear it off the windowsill. So it looks like we're coming to the windiest part, you know, which is going to be here. Red. 40 to 60. You know? So that's good. Look at the clouds getting higher and higher now, folks. Now, let me just see. I'm going to talk about the weather a little bit. Let me see if I can get which office here. So, yeah, that makes sense. Now, this is a warm part of the front. This is the warm part of the front, which is why we didn't see a wall of weather. If it's, I might come on again later on tonight to get the cold front part, because in the warm front, it's gradual. Clouds slowly get lower, and it's very gradual. With a cold front, it's a wall, and it looks fantastic. So we don't see the wall, but this is the warm front part. After that, we'll see the cold front. So let me just see if I can show you this here. If I do the PC, I've got to log on and everything. That's the chart there. And if you can see the warm front, probably not. But anyway, we're in the warm front of the storm. So yeah, the clouds are definitely getting higher. You know, I think we should get ready for our descent, folks. You know, I think I should at least get ready for that. So Wednesday. I could look in now 100 miles out. This happened to me before. It was a bug. It was 100 miles out of the blue. Okay, so we've got 309 miles to go out. So let's have a look at our descent checklist. So the cruise checklist looks pretty much like QNH temperature, winds, transition altitude. Okay, so let's get all that ready first. Okay, I'm having a look at the chart here. We want 111.35 for Dublin. Let's check our approach. Flight management computer. So let's write down first there. Okay, so you're telling me it puts it on automatically, but I don't know. I want it in now. I want it now, because it makes me nervous. 11135 for the ILS. 111.35. Boom. Course is 278. 278. Boom. Okay. There's a VOR in Dublin, 114.9. Let's put that in. 114.9. Just for shits and giggles. Right, that should come up here, I believe. Where's the course go? Oh, that's the course for the VOR frequency. This is the course. Is it managed? 1.1.25. Okay. Let's confirm on our flight plan. Two 8 left, yeah, that's fine. We're in 2 8 left. That's coming in. Okay. 13:49 now is our arrival time, so we've got about 40 minutes to go, and we're in Dublin. What else do we need to do? Okay, so let's go to the performance. Now, I know when we get closer I can change all this. Let's get arrival for runway 28 left. I'm going to use my phone here for the actual real world weather, as I always do. I'm using Aero Weather, one word, it's in that. Refresh. I said, oh, let's print out the weather, of course. How foolish of me. MCDU, let's go to ATSU and then to AOC. Let's ask for the weather request, please. Make sure it is, yeah, it's going to be supposed to send the weather. And then we're going to print it out. And it's going to be here so you can see what I'm doing. So it takes a while. It takes a couple of, you know, it's going to take a while to receive the message. Oh, we got it already. Okay, great. There's the METAR. Let's print it. And with a printer. Yeah, I think that's hilarious. You know? I thought they, yeah, I suppose Airbus are going to make things easier for pilots, aren't they? It's the airlines that make things hard for pilots, not the manufacturers of the aircraft. That's the wrong one. Metar Echo India Delta Whiskey. Okay, let us go back then to our performance. Let's go to our descent. That's fine. It's manage mode. QNH is, as I said, very low. 0969. 0969. That's the lowest I've ever seen, I think. Boom. The temperature is 8 degrees. Chilly. The negative wind, the ground is 180 at 22. Not strong enough for me. So good. Not impressed with that. Hopefully it'll get stronger when we get closer, you know. Slash 22. We're going to have a stonking crosswind. And just for the moment, let's have a look. We're on a Cat 3 here, so I'm going to just go Cat 3, right? No, that's the one I'm looking for, so Cat 3. 50 feet usually for Cat 3. I'm going to put in 50 feet on radio for shits and giggles for our decision speed. The producer's just walked in now. I think there will be activities for the producer. So that's that. Radnav is done. Let's see if we switch to get a VOR here somewhere. Let's get the VOR for number 1. We get, see here, 114.9 and 114.9 is confirmed. We want to make sure we've got 111.35 for the ILS. The approach course 278 appears to be managing that. Why can't I put 278 in here? So this should appear automatically, I think. I don't know what F000 means there. I don't know what that is yet. There's a lot to these flight monitoring computers. We got the basics right. We're still bombing along at Mach 0.82. Just really fixing our time. Back to flight plan. 268 miles to go, and I said we start descending at 125 nautical miles from 39,000 feet. I want to check that again if you don't mind. You know, I think paranoia is sanity in aviation, is what I would say. Paranoia is sanity in aviation, so let me check the descent again. So we are at 39,000 feet. So I'm doing here 29 multiplied by 3 is 117 plus 10 minus 2,000 feet, roughly 2,000 feet we do, is, damn it, 39 multiplied by 3 equals that, 117. We're takeaway, we're adding 10, which equals 127, minus 2, which is 125, so that's confirmed. And even in this little fancy calculator they give us, you can also concur and agree and use fancy words. Target altitude is 2,000 feet or so. There's an air 116. Well, we had plus 10, so I don't know if this is adding to plus 10. So we'll say 120, will we? Okay. I've answered my own question there. We'll go with 120. 120 nautical miles out. Happy days. If you've got any suggestions, if I've done that wrong, let me have a look at the comments here. Oh, Johnny F says, go to option set mouse as default. Really? I think I've tried this, Johnny. But you're such a handy. I'm going to hit escape. Those of you flying with me, sorry, because I'll just disappear off the screen for a second. So, control options. This is about the mouse issue. Control options set mouse to default. Oh yeah, did that. Well, I'll try it. Why does it take so long to load? The beauty is you can come out here, and if this works, I'm going to eat the producers producers. Yeah, it still does it. Still does it. You know. Yeah, I've tried loads of things. I was on off Monday, Tuesday, certainly Monday all day, trying to sort it out. I've been through all sorts of things. But thank you. Keep them coming. Keep those tips coming. Akarat says, could the cause of the correct plane not showing be due to the different update versions being installed? Oh, really? Is there? Oh. Yeah, so Lonely Reaper saying about the update that's annoying everybody. Since the Reno update last week, everything has been messed up. I agree with you. You know? DeLorean is saying, I can't wait for hurricane season in Florida again, so could fly hurricanes as they head towards the Gulf of Mexico. Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be flying around there. Oh, yeah, but Johnny F says, but it will fix your world map problem. That's what you mean. Thank you, Johnny F. So, yes, thank you, Johnny F. Yeah, thank you. I won't go right there, though, because we'll have to come out of this soon. But thank you, Johnny F. Johnny F knows is a knowledge of everything. Now, the clouds are getting higher, folks. Look at that. Let's just declutter a little bit. You know? Let's just declutter a little bit. So, okay, descent. So, 120 miles out. I might go 125. Let's see. Let's have a look at where we are now on the old system. Yeah, we've got a bit to go. 240 miles out. That's the ring for 240 miles. And we're getting 240 here in the distance here. So that matches up. And actually, I should take that 120 miles from the rings, really. That'll make it more accurate. Sometimes it'll twist around and do some crazy stuff with the flight plan, but that looks good to me. Just double checking everything. Let's put the constraints on. You know, let's put those on. As you can see here, if you don't know what the constraints are, which I didn't, thank you everyone for helping me. See, at this point you should be, you know, no less than 2,500 feet, and you'll see that on the charts here. So at LATMO, 2,500 feet should be here. I thought it might have LATMO. It might as we're closer in, but LATMO we have to be 3,000 or above. Right? That's what I take that as. So there's the place. There's all the frequencies. Runway elevation is 202 feet. I got my 50 feet set for the Cat 3. Final approach course is 278. Yeah, that's all localized in and great. So anyway, the constraints. Producer's back at it again, folks. Hello, producer buttons. I'm glad to see you're out of my bed. You know, I'm glad to see. And are you pleased with everybody? Are you going to say hello? Say hello to everyone. Oh yeah, okay, that's very nice. Hello, buttons. Producer buttons. Good talk. Thank you for the hello. I think we'll have to get it. We'll have to get that thing. It begins with a T and then an R after it. You know, one of those for commander buttons before we start on descent. In fact, I'll do that now. And I won't mention the word, you know, beginning with T. You can guess the rest yourself. So I'm going to pop out. I'll be about 12 seconds to get producer buttons item of interest. There, producer buttons. Come with me, please. Producer buttons. Or actually, you stay there. Stay there. Good job. discussion about what's going to happen next with Producer Buttons. Let's get the camera over here. Oh! Producer Buttons, if you could sit here. About there, please. If you sit... Okay, say hello. Okay, if you wait there. I know you want this, right? So, there you go. I won't tease you anymore. There you go, Producer Buttons. Well done for all your hard work. You know, messing with my bedroom. That'll keep Producer Buttons active for a little while longer. You know, 213 miles out. Very good. Thank you, Producer Buttons, for all your hard work. If you please keep an eye out for everything. Obviously, you weren't in the room, I'm guessing, because everything's going swimmingly. And you've come in now because the shit's going to hit the fan. You know? Now, I'm talking to a dog. It's the only way you can be sure of a telephone conversation. So the clouds are getting quite a bit. We're actually quite high. Right? We're very, 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 very high. Profit corner, practically. Not quite, but close. And it's a warm front, so we don't get the wall. We get a wall with the cold fronts. There's our escort. You know, it's going to be an interesting descent. No anvils, warm fronts. You know, it's the cold fronts you get the anvils, and I might come on again later on tonight to get that after the stream from cold front. I can't guarantee it because if it isn't going to be, you know, I might change course or something. There you go. So we'll see. Okay, so maybe I will. I should. I'll eat something and then. What time is it now? It's only 13:21. So yes, I think I'll come on tonight. Later on, I put it out in the Discord. You all got the invite for the Discord, I hope. First time chat from viewer. LVR ASIM on the PDF. One thrust lever is on CL and the other one is not. Oh, this is something new. What's this mean? Leveler ASIM on the primary flight display. Here. Oh, wow. Yes, that is something new there. I didn't have the climb lever on properly. Is that what happened after takeoff? You know, I just touched the control here with my left hand. I know you can't see it because I've got to change. I'm going to get another camera down here. Let me just change the mic here a little bit. So yeah, it was just slightly ajar. Look. You know. Very, very sensitive. Thank you very much for that. So, leveler climb. Is that what that means? Now it's not. There's it's on the climb. So I don't know. See there, it's on. Very slow, and there, bang, right? Now it's not saying anything, so it shouldn't say anything. Is that right? That was from. I didn't mention your name there. Sorry, but thank you for that. That was. Can't pronounce that. Slawmore Lipwinski. Thank you for the tip. HK Flight Simulation says, no offense, but you look like Norman Osborn. Like that face cut. Norman Osborn. Who is Norman Osborn? Let us see how offended I'll be. Let's see this. Who is this Norman Osborn you speak of? Guy? This guy. That's not Norman Osborn. This guy? That's William Dafoe there. Right, is that Norman Osborn? That's William Dafoe. Oh, do you mean the movie? What is this movie? I want to watch it. I like William Dafoe. Norman Osborn, look. Is that a new movie? That looks like that's William Dafoe. That is just William Dafoe. Tell me more about this Night Simulations. Maybe I should have been an actor. Damn, I chose the wrong career path. Damn it. So I look like William Dafoe. He's cool. He's cool. I'll take it as a compliment. Yep. 176 miles to go. We're going to start descending soon. And that's when the shit hits the fan. So, okay. Let's run through this. Contrast display, confirm ILS frequencies, done that, intercept heading, yep, that's fine. Localizer GPS, that's fine. 10 miles out flaps 1, 8 miles out flaps 2. Web flaps 2, landing gear comes down, auto brake is set, yeah. We're not doing a run-off approach. We're not doing a visual approach. Okay, so we'll do a mixture of everything, more than likely. Okay, so what I'm blinking, it'll be time to descend. Before I get to stop a descent, I've got to slow down. Okay, back to manage mode, and that'll be fine. I hit approach mode, activate approach mode here. Slow down. And then I will start my descent. I'll descend to 3,000 feet on approach mode. I'll hit the LS button. And then when we get into half scale of the glide slope and the localizer, I'll hit the approach button. Just get autopilot working, and then I'll take over manually. And I'll record the flight. I'm going to hit the recording now, actually, so I don't forget. So I'm recording the flight so we can have a replay of the landing. You know? And that's what I'm guessing there. I was just reading that comment there about William Dafoe. On the comments there. Karen says William Dafoe was Norman Osborn in the first Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movie. Ah, okay. Okay, great. Slawake. Call me Slawake. Lipwinski. Is that Russian? That's on Twitch. Maybe the Twitch. Okay, let's go to the YouTube comments now and have a look and see what people are saying about William Dafoe here. Tritz4 is with us. He says, "Hey, Gripper, didn't know you were simming today. How are you?" I'm good. I didn't know I was simming today either, to be honest. Do you have the 777? Can you get the 777 for like a good one? There might be one out there, but they have some aircraft out there, and they're really very poor. They really are very poor. There's some aircraft there on the store, and I wouldn't recommend them unless they're made by a reputable. But then a good third-party developer. I can't speak anymore. I don't know. I can hear about a 777. To be honest with you, let's get some eye candy going before we start our descent. We're looking for 125-ish. Yeah, folks, very shortly into Hurricane Barra, and the passengers are going to get frightened. So I think I'll slow down now. Let's just slow down. Let's go back to the speed to manage mode. Manage mode is now on. Start slowing down now to 240. Good. Bobby says Captain Sim with mods looks great. Ah, yeah, Captain Sim, heard about that. A lot of people are unhappy with that. Look, when I first started simming, I just wanted to fly the air. You know, it didn't have to be study level. You know, it doesn't have to be study level. As long as he knows it's not study level and you're okay with that, you get, you know, the shape of the aircraft and roughly correct. You know, might have the 747 cockpit. You don't really mind, you know. So it depends on how seriously you take it. Where's not the past? They left me on my own. There's Mr. Doyle. 1980. There's Crazy Island. And there's Tom Key. These are other people just flying around, I think. Golden Eagle. I don't think they're any more back here. I don't know. Movie UK is definitely with us. I remember Movie UK. Bobby says, I agree, flying is flying. Yeah, you don't, you know, it's when you get into the, you know, if you want to be really hardcore, there we go, there's everyone. You want to be really hardcore, yeah, you can get a bit, so, you know, you know, there's so much depth to Flight Simulator, you know, just to fly around, have a bit of crack, yeah, it still works. Let's see where we got. Okay, I'm looking at 5 miles out now. Let's very quickly print the weather out again, shall we? Very quickly. MCDU menu. That's it. MCDU menu. Other request. Send. Back to AOC. Please received. It'll pop up. It'll pop up. Here it is. One please. Enter that please. Enter. Come back here. Performance. Space. Space. Approach. QNH. Is 967. It's going to change very rapidly, isn't it? Not much. 967. 190 at 33 knots. Sorry. Yeah, 190, 22, 190, 180. So 190 at 22 knots. Brilliant. That's changed. Transition altitude in Dublin. Heard a big there. Bronze Enan has followed. Bronze Enan, welcome. I know I pronounced that incorrectly, more than likely. Bronze Enan. Is it? Bronze Enan? Welcome, Bronze Enan. Welcome to the madness. We're approaching into Dublin in the evil storm. Barra is here. Yeah, it's going to be crazy, I think. But the winds aren't that bad. I want them worser. You know what I mean? Transition altitude in Dublin is I'm going to miss my descent now. See what happens? Do you know? You see what happens when you start fliff-flapping around by HC 5,000 feet. I always get this wrong. You know, I always get this wrong. No. 5. I don't have to use the air brakes. That's bad airmanship. Viewing approach, okay, that's all good. Barra 50 feet. Temperature 8. Temperature still 8 degrees, and that's all updated. Great. Happy days. They're going to go around, etc., etc. Okay, great. Back to flight plan. Okay, let's start with descent. Oh my god, I didn't descend. You see, I told you, but I think I caught it in time. Let's just get the descent going now. Manage mode, please. Start descending, and I'll get the altitude sorted out here. We're going down to we're going to 2,000. The 2,500 is actually the approach to the VOR. Come on. No. Yeah. Now I'll move it up to 100 there. You see that? It's very finicky. 2,500. Make sure I activate the mode again after changing that. There we go. Set. Good. And we're descending. A little bit late. I'm going to put on a little bit of speed brakey piece. Okay, a little bit of speed brakey piece coming on. Apparently, you do it very slowly in the real thing. You know. Oh, one thing I didn't do. That was foolish. So I'm braking and adding power at the same time, aren't I? Approach mode. Activating approach mode. Confirm. Good. Happy days. And now we'll start going below 250. Taking our turn. Why is it off track? You see, this is what happens, folks. Why we... I'm hoping it's turning here to Natco. This is where it gets dodgy. Okay, looks like it's turning direct to Natco there. I went off there a little bit, you see that? I don't know why that happened. I went off the track for some unknown reason. Well, at least it's unknown to me. It looks like it's going back onto track there now. I mean, I went... Too bad. 5 nautical miles off track. I don't like that. Is that because of the VOR? I don't know. Let's switch it off. Let's put it on momentarily. Okay, we're 98 miles out. Okay, that's fine. That's not what the runway is. So, let's go to flight plan. Oh, now it's 40 all of a sudden. What's that about? The distance is 40. What's happened? What? You see, that's happened to me before in an approach, folks. Where the mother of God am I now? This has happened before. Look, it's... Did it? I don't think it did. Why is it 40 all of a sudden? Am I just been too busy chatting? Just seems very sudden. Just seems all very sudden. It's going to Latmo now. Okay, so Cherokee, thank you. He's saying, Gripper, it's going to whatever is written on the top right. Let me get my cameras back here, folks, before I forget. Camera. Sorry, I meant to put those cameras on much earlier. Push the buttons is cam, so everything must be going well. I do have another light here. You don't want to see that. Look at that now. It's really the control column you'll want to be looking at, isn't it? Right there should do it. So it's going to Latmo. Yeah, you see some white there. I want to go to Nakito. So why? How did that happen? What did I do there? Is that a bug? So direct. Let's fix this. Let's think quickly. Let's direct to Nakito. There it is. It's going to be starting there soon, folks. Should have fucked up my flight plan. Now my flight plan's gone. That didn't happen before. That did not happen before. Okay, I'm in trouble now. Where's the flight plan gone? Okay, so Cherokee saying to fix it, MCDU, press direct, then choose your waypoint. Which is what I did. And now the flight plan is gone. Flight plan is unloaded. Is that another bug we've come across? Anybody know about that? Okay, so direct to well, no, I did it there a few weeks ago. Plan disappearing is definitely a glitch. That shouldn't have happened. Thank you, Cherokee. Yeah, that is a glitch there. Because I've done this loads of times. It gets messed up, and then you know, well, we'll fix it. It's not looking stormy yet. No, not really. It's just windy. Not a lot of soup, you know. It's a glitch in the matrix, folks. Once again, we're kind of coming over Wales now, so I'm looking for direct Latmo, and I can get myself out of that hole. I'll have to enter the route again, unfortunately. Okay, I've no time for that, so we're going to make one up. We're going to go direct to Latmo. Direct to oh bugger, folks. Let's see if we get the localizer at least. No, not the localizer, the LS. No, that's not coming up yet. Too far out. Okay, from here I want to head west. Okay. So what's it following? Maybe it'll pop back in here. I don't know. So there's a bug out of the blue. Is this because of the update as well? We'll get there. It's all about the drama, and I'm not descending fast enough. I'm at 26,000 feet, which is ridiculous. So I'm going to increase the rate of descent. Come on. What do you like? Increasing the rate of descent. Click on the buttons. It's gone. White plan's gone. It's okay. You know, where's all the clouds, folks? Where's all the clouds? I'll IFR my way out of this and back into... I'll VFR my way out of this back into IFR. So I'm not going to panic. I think I should fly west, though. Let's go to heading mode. T70 will do for the moment. Just get there somehow. Manual, please. I'm going manual. We're going to come down. We're over the Irish Sea. And yeah, that's very... Can you imagine if that happened? What happens if that happens in the real airplane? You get vectors, you know. ATC, I've lost my nav. Vectors for Dublin, please. Easy. You know. But I don't have any vectors. So we're going west directly. Let's get my heading book here on the yeah, my heading book is set. Okay, so we're on heading book. 270, please. Thank you. Around about there. We're still descending 20,000 feet. No indications of how far we are. All I have is we need to make sure that at least I have the frequency for Dublin. You know. I'll slow down a little bit with the brakes. And that's not working either. And now it is. Yeah, you should really put that on quite gently. So just to slow down a little bit more. Approach mode is gone. Speed mode is on manage mode, but I can't trust that anymore. So let's come to 240 knots. Let's go for 240. Say 230 to give myself a little bit of time. Okay. Boom. Give me the speed mode, please. No, not 285. I said 230. Slowing down? No. Auto throttle is still on. Give me 230, please. Select to turn again. Put some back. Management. 290 knots is way too fast. Slow me down. 13,000 feet, 3,000 feet to go. So it's not going to slow down really because, you know, nose is down, I guess. I think that's what's happening. It will slow. But you stop at your 289. Keeps resetting. I'm bugged out here, folks. I'm bugged out. It doesn't look so bad. No, I'm getting viewage here. You know, let's see where it is. Very quickly. Yeah, look. The clouds have cleared. So the clouds here, okay, we've missed this spot. But this spot, I may have to do it again tonight. But this is coming in, right? So it's just the clouds. The winds are still very, very high. But there's a gap here, there's a gap here. But this is where the winds are highest. 10,000 feet. Okay, that'll ease up the old descent right there now. Yeah, that is a bit of a pain. Going over the RC now. We're going to fly in low. So yeah, it makes sense with what we see here that the winds are very strong, but we just don't have any cloudage. So this is where, see this here? When this moves here, see it is going north. You know, it's all moving north, so we may have missed it a little bit. But the winds are still very strong. That's what the landing lights on to 10,000 feet. Should have put those on. There's always something. Okay, 7,000 feet. Please give me an indication of the localizer. Where's the VOR? Uh, 36 miles. That's to Dublin, so maybe about 20 miles. Let's arrest our mission descent now. But I don't have the lights up. That'll be about 15 miles out. Now, I'm heading west and I was over Wales, the tip of Wales, and normally that should take me right over Howth, roughly. You know, I'm hoping. Let's decrease our heading a bit. Maybe it's a bit too overly. Let's go to 260 for the moment. I'm literally just going to catch the glide slope, I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping for. If we're too high, we just hold. The wind's 60 knots, you know, from 184 to 60 knots, a vicious crosswind. There's some muggy weather there over. That's what we're looking for, you know. And it is very, 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 very accurate. I have to say, folks, even though we're not getting the weather I wanted. I'd look at here. You know, it's inland a little bit here. It's just on the verge of Dublin here. And we're in this clear area here. So, the winds are still very strong, but is that, will I see the land first? I know, can I see the land first? Is that low cloud or high cloud? Low clouds. But there's the low clouds now. I settled on here. There's the low clouds here. So, you know, it's up here a little bit. We'll see. We'll see. It's not going to be a Cat 3 landing anyway. You know. This is a little bit too low, folks. Yeah. I think I should turn it a little bit. I'm kind of guessing here a little bit. So capture the ILS. Oh, I've got ILS. No, that's that's the Via War. So there's Dublin there. That looks so. Dublin Via War is a little bit to the north of Dublin, right? So that's why I'm turning left. Oh, there's Dublin. 135. 140 I want. Let's just switch this off and get confused here. 135. Someone confirm. Let's not jump to conclusions. 11135, 11135, 22 nautical miles. It is to the left of us. Here's the thing here. Let's continue our descent. 2,500 feet. So we want to turn to the left a little bit more, maybe. In fact, maybe we should go kind of southerly a little bit. No, that's the speed. We're still at 220 there. That's fine. Let's go down to a little bit to the south, and I want to see that rip across. What I'm saying here is. I'm just looking at the comments to see if anyone.
2,500.
What's the vector, Victor? I don't know. 19. Oh god. Let's just go south. Let's go south for the moment. I think I'm too north. I will hit it. Coming down to 2,500 feet. I expect to level off. I'm very low. I know that. See here? It means it's out here. So I know I'm going to go flying across it. The ILS. Okay. And I'm going to go flying across it. Anyone giving me any help here? Is there some sort of a map mode on this? There's no like GPS map mode? Even an outline of the country? No? Okay, so I'm flying north. I'm flying south of the Dublin Via War. And so I should intercept the ILS. Now it's going to go flying across. I know that much. So I expect to see this go very quickly. You know? Well, look, you get vectors initially, wouldn't you? Let's have a look at the map sheet. We get vectors, so I don't feel bad doing this. Okay. I have to do that again. So we're good. Approach from my 2-8 left, cat 3. Okay, we're doing good. So it's working, right? It's working. So we're getting our vectors now. Let's have a look at the weather. That's why you're all here. 2,500 feet, yeah, a bit low. I know, it's struck. Ooh, there is a little bit of cloudage in here. So we're going to have an interesting approach, I hope. And now it's getting cloudage. But it's not as bad as we thought with the, the rain. It was this morning, Look at the way they've done the clouds, folks. Look at that. What are the winds doing? The winds are 185 at 56 knots. So it's very, very windy. So it's a storm. It's just that, it's not raining in this particular part of the storm. Now I'm going to take a right turn here to a heading of, we'll say, 220. 220 will do it, I hope. Maybe a little bit less than that, though. A bit more, should I say? Sorry, not a little less, a little bit more. 230. Is that hotel there? 14 miles out. God, I'm going to. It's over here. It's over here somewhere, I know that much. So I'm waiting here for... There it is, look. There's the diamond. Autopilot off. Autopilot off. Oh, flight director. I keep forgetting about flight directors. It makes things so easy. All I have to do is follow the green lines. I mean, it's just, they got it so easy. Look at the two lines here. So don't descend. Keep your 220 knots for the moment. We're descending. Now the speed has gone crazy on me. Manual speed or what? It's the auto throttle on. The auto throttle's on, okay. Leave the auto throttle on. Get on it. Get on it. I'm following the flight director and it's not giving me the right indications. Oh, I don't have the autopilot on. Let's try approach mode here. Let's turn the wrong way. Back off autopilot. We're bugged to hell out of it. We're bugged. I'm fully manual now. I may have to go around. And I think I will. And get this thing stable. The wind is seriously strong as well. 190, 51. So let's get back towards the east. And let's get this manual. Sometimes you switch to manual mode. It just gets really messy. So I'm gently going around. Adding 50% power. I want to turn to the east. So we're going to do full circle around here. And back out to the east and fly it manually. I'm going to go up to... We'll stick it at 4,000 feet. All day yesterday I was playing around with the DA42. And now I'm used to the DA42 sense of pitch, etc. So we're going to go to the east, and we're going to come in the ILS. We're too close. Okay, too close. I'll go to 3.5. Okay, let's keep it even. Let's go down a bit. 3.5. There's no bumpiness because the wind is coming from the south, so it's coming over the sea, and because it's coming over the sea, because the wind's coming from over the sea, it's quite smooth, so there's no turbulence, you know. But we do have 55 knot crosswind for landing. So now I'm just getting used to the controls again. I'm going to come down to 2,500 feet again, very gently, and yeah, down to 2,500 feet, I think. Speed is under control. We've got no autopilot whatsoever. Flight director's telling me gobbledygook, so I can't trust that. Let me check the cameras here. Do I have camera? I do. Yes, it's okay. So, you know, if I want to stand at Barra, right, you know, after all this, said, oh, would you stop? Please give me just no. Yes. What's the Q&H in Dublin, folks? You know? You're too low, I can tell. Weather. Q&H was now 965. The shit hits the fan. Really hits the fan. Okay, Q&H is set. See the difference that made. Autopilots can seriously screw you up. It really can. That was so dodgy, wasn't it? What bothers me is I did forget it in all fairness, but if I just click it, you know, just click, I go fiddling around with the darn thing. Now we're up to 2,500 feet in the Q&H. So we are now going to take a right turn. Maybe I have to add a bit of power here because of the climbing. 180 will be fine, I think. I don't know. 65% will do it, I'm guessing. No, maybe less. The controls on the throttle are very, very sensitive. Okay, let's take a right turn before we lose signal. Up and down. 200 knots is fine. Very sensitive. You can see the power changing here. You know, and it's a tiny movement on the actual control. And if I keep changing the speed radically, we'll have problems. So the wind is now 60 knots, folks. 2,500 feet. It's going to be stonking crosswind. And it's going to be manual all the way. The less you do, the better. Yeah, so I was flying the DA-42 last night at like 4 o'clock and fixing things and putting on add-ons and stuff. And let's straighten up here and see if we can get it. I'm ignoring the flight director, I don't know what's telling me. Get away, flight director, don't annoy me. You may leave my presence, flight director. Autopilots are nonsense. So now, stop descending. I'm giving out to myself. I'm expecting it to intercept it now shortly. From a good bit out to give myself a chance. Everything was going so smoothly. You know, everything was so nice and smooth. By the way, I'm looking in here. See that little magenta arrow there? That's the ILS localizer. That's going to come flying across. We're below the glide slope up here. So this is going to come across now. We're heading up 220, 28. Oh, I'll get my approach course set here. I have my approach course. I'd love to have... Can I set it to approach mode and at least it'll give me the right... I don't know. Climb it. I want to climb. So 15 miles out. There it goes. Approach course is 278. 28, you would say. I'll use my heading book. I've gone past it, I know. It's fine. We get it. If I would stop climbing. There we go. This is much easier on the Grumman 1000, folks. Go back to the right. Okay, we've got a stonking wind from the left at 54 knots. That's just blowing me away. It's blowing me away. Flaps one. I'm going too fast. Wow. No. What's going on here? I need the... Six now. There we go, I'm catching it now. That wind is stonking. That wind is absolutely throwing me right off. It's 51 knots. And I'm at 250 for 28, almost 280. Get the speed down, come on. Speed brakes. Come on, actually wait. 127 maybe. This is the worst ever. Let's try 27. Let's see what that gives us. I'm guessing the wind drift now. Go down.
2,500.
Let's slow down. Put on speed brakes. Oh, they're not the speed brakes. That's the speed brakes. There's the runway. There's the runway, folks. Can I slow down in time? I'm going visual. Come on, slow down. Go on. I've got the pappies. I'm been blown out to the right side. There's someone ahead. There's Dublin Airport. We're below the clouds. Watch the speed. Add a tiny bit of power. Taking the brakes up. Arming the spoilers. All this stuff's forgotten. Setting auto brake. That's because I have got all the flaps down.
300.
Now we're good. my view set up. Awful.
200.
Messy. It's not all my fault,
100
though.
above.
40's fine.
100. Minimum.
Crosswind is now only 24 knots.
40. 30.
Let's make it a nice when I'm recording
20.
this.
10. 5.
It's blowing me off. Just put it down. It's blowing me off the runway. Get back on the center line. First, oh no. No. Evil. Evil. Evil wind. Evil. It's blowing the tail. Oh, it's my view's all screwed up. Look. My seated position is all screwed up. As well as the wind. I'm making tons of excuses. That was awful. Didn't work at all. Flight plan just cancelled at the last minute. You know? A little bit of a clap there. For the peeps. Flaps coming up. And, you know, disarm the old... let's disarm the old spoilers, which they've done already. Thank you. I didn't want to stop. Come on. Come on. Come on. Why won't it move forward? Oh, flight sim's full of bugs, folks. Isn't it? Is it these auto brakes here? Is it that? We're just stuck now. The parking brake's off. So, did I hit active pause or something? No. That's staying here. That is bizarre. The big slats, yeah, flaps, not, yeah, then we're not taking off though. Yeah, that's fine, things are taking off. This has happened to me before. It just gets stuck. You know? I don't know why. What if I put the brakes on? Is that gonna... Did I hit active? That is very strange. It's very frustrating. You know, how can I stream Microsoft Flight Simulator that's going to do this to me? Do you know? It's going to just do this to you, you know? I noticed that before once or twice. Let's see if we slew it forward a little bit and see if that works. Active pause here, but it's not an active pause. How do we know if it's on or off though? Do you know? Is that on? Okay, that's on. That's off. So it's not active pause. Anyone any ideas? Push the rudder pedals briefly. Oh! Oh, it is a bug. So you've got to push the rudder pedals a little bit. Yeah! That's that. I'm going to pull over here, right? We're going to have a look at the landing. It was not a good landing. I know that much. The wind caught me off guard a little bit there. I have to practice crosswind landings in these big jets because the tail has a huge influence. You know? You know? So we'll just come past this and we'll stop here. We'll put on the parking brake. So it is a little bit of a bug then. I'm going to have a look then at the replay. I know it's not going to be good. But those bugs are really upsetting me. Okay, flight recorder. Where are you? Flight recorder. There it is. And stop recording. He's floating like that because I downloaded an add-on for Dublin. And he doesn't have it. So, let's go forward. Oh, let's just reply it here. Okay. What's replay?
2,500.
Okay, resume replay. And let's head out. Showcase view. So the winds were very strong, but you know, it stuffed me up because I wanted to have everything organised and nice, take it off the autopilot on final and do it manually. But because there was so much going on, you know, it messes you up, you know. And did I put ailerons into wind properly, you know? I didn't feel a crab going on at all. The wind's coming from the south, so from the left here. So I've got the brakes on here at this point. Here comes the gear. Oops, sorry about that, folks. There's the gear coming down. I couldn't see the runway yet. I was all over the shop in the ILS, I have to admit. Not the best ILS ever. It's the wind caught me off right off guard. I actually haven't really landed with crosswinds on this. So I'm out of practice with it. And at this point I think, is it? Where's the runway? I saw the runway out of the blue all of a sudden. Yeah, I saw it about, no, further down. Maybe saw it about here. There you go. So I saw the runway. And I have to say as well, I didn't know where to put my eyes. I really didn't know where to put my eyes without a flight director or anything. I was looking, what's the heading? It's up here, and I couldn't get a close enough look up here. So that was really bothering me. So look, it was all over the shop here. That was okay for a bit, but it was all over the shop. I just didn't know where to put my eyes. And last night I was flying the DH62 at the Grumman 1000, and I got it nailed a little bit, you know. But there's the drift there, as you can see. See where the nose is pointing off to the left? So that's the drift. So I grabbed it in. I don't think I put my ailerons into wind. And that would pick up the wing. But, you know, the wind's blowing against the tail here from this direction. The nose is going to be pushed off to the left, as you see there. And so I think that's what screwed me up. But I was at the pappies there. It wasn't bumpy at all. As I said, it's coming from the south, so there's no immediate hills to worry about. And I was on the poppies almost all the way down, and then we came to this point here. And look, I flared too much. Look at this, I'm going to float off the centre line. Because I flared, I wanted a nice soft landing. Bad mistake, Gripperson. There we go. See, the tail has been blown over. I was trying to fight it to get onto the centre line. And then I went too far. You know, I went too far. But I got on the centre line. I think any Airbus pilot would handle that quite easily. But, you know, let's have a look for another angle, because I think that's going to look interesting. Let us play with the camera, folks. No, not you. Not you. I want this guy. No! Where's the guy? There he is. Okay. So pause. I'm going to go back to about... No. I'm going to go to about... Where do we touch down? Yeah, right there-ish. I'm going to put the camera around about here. Wait till you see this now. Hopefully you'll enjoy this. I'm going to pair the camera and show you just a view. Which I'll do with some videos. So I'm going to put it off follow drone. I'm going to put it on lock mode, which keeps the camera there and keeps its eye on the aircraft. I'm going to see you a little bit. See? And we're going to watch it from there. So wait till you see what happens now. Okay, so let's get back a bit. Now, can I zoom in with the mouse? Will it let me zoom in with the... No, you can't zoom into the mouse anymore. Yeah, because it won't work anymore. Because it's... Yeah. Microsoft! You know? Okay. So, resume, replay. that's not the best angle. I'm going to pause that if you don't mind. Okay, I'm going to move the camera further in. Move the camera up a little bit. I just want to get a nice view for the landing there, folks, that's all. Right here, maybe. Then I'll add lock mode. Get rid of follow mode. Let's get the zoom level up a little bit more. Now let's have a look at that replay. Resume recording. Resume replay. You used to be able to, at this point, be able to zoom in and out with the mouse, but no. No, not allowed anymore. For some reason. I shouldn't. Okay, I shouldn't have done that. So yeah, it was. Look at the clouds. So it's quite windy, but we didn't get that low. You know, it is that low bad weather I was hoping for. I think we caught the best of it at this point, with it being a warm front. We got no wall, so I might go on later and see. Pity the mouse wheel isn't working to zoom in and out, folks. It really is. Maybe if I do it this way. No. So here we come. I shouldn't have gone for a nice floaty float. Floaty float. You can't do that in a heavy wind. It's so silly. That's not exactly what I had planned, folks. That is not what I had planned. That is not what I had planned. The camera should turn faster than that. Let's see why that happened. It's because I moved the lock mode. So when you're doing this, what you have to do, right, move to the aircraft to the position, and if they've changed, bug this as well, where you want the actual touchdown, right? So move your camera. Right, so that's the point. I wanna see the aircraft. Okay. There will do. Then you put on lock mode. Don't move the camera after that. Don't have follow mode on. And that should do it. So let's see. The camera should follow this even in the replay. Let's go back a bit. Yeah, bingo. And resume replay. Here it comes. I floated, and as a result I was blown off the centre line. That's why they put a firm landing down sometimes. Just get the wheels to the ground, and then it's a nice touchdown. But you see, why won't the camera turn? Camera won't turn, folks. That is bugging me now. I've done this 1,000 times, as you know. I've done this 1,000 times and it's always worked. Maybe the zoom level's too high, I think. Yeah, if you do the zoom level too high sometimes, you can stuff it up a little bit, you know. And it won't turn fast enough for you. So I'll put the zoom level down to about 60. And then I'll lock it. I think that was my problem. Speed, I don't think it's going to affect it. So we're locked on now. Let's go back a bit. It's done it again, look. It should follow the aircraft. It's stopping to turn there. So I've done this 1,000 times. This is very frustrating. You know what's going to happen, folks. I'm not going to stop until this works. You know it. This is going to happen. I'm not going to let this go. Flight Simulator is not going to defeat me. You know? It's not going to happen. You know? What is going on? So let's just reset it. Right. So. I want the camera to zoom. I'm going to not zoom in anymore. Right. I want the camera back there. Locked on, please. Get rid of follow mode. Put on lock mode. And that's all I should have to do. That's all. That is it. You should follow the aircraft all the way down to the runway. There we go. So it's the zoom. Resume replay. There's someone else coming in. That's one of the boys there. And so, yeah. So, in bad weather, I should have thought of that. You know, I wanted the nice floaty landing because it looks good. But you thump them down. I thump them down, the little ones. That's for sure. Because you'll just be blown off the runway. That's exact. I fell for it. See, I went a little bit left. Oh, whoa, whoa! Look at that. Big slippy slide. That was evil. That was scary looking, was it not? Let's get another look at that. Let's get another look at that. That was displeasing. Let's go up here then. About there. Maybe a little bit further on. Let's reset the camera. Zoom. And we want the view to be about here. So sometimes zooming in can mess you up. Okay, put it on nose in here. Here we'll do. Or maybe there. Get rid of that. Put him on there. That should do the job. We'll look at the comments now in a sec. Get the camera back. Let's just make sure it works. Yeah, it's working. So here we go. Zoom replay. That's what the boys there. So yeah, there you go. So yeah, I've been playing with the DA62 because it has everything I want. It has an ADF that works. It has VORs. It has all the CDI buttons. I've been trying because I want to do IR stuff, old school. But the old school airplanes are just a pain in the neck because the ADF is underneath the control column and you can't see it. You got to remove the control column. So that'll be happening soon. So here we go. Look. Oh, touchdown, way off. Slippy, slippy, sidey, sidey. So it looked worse. It's worse than what it looked like in the cockpit. You know? Yes, it's what it gets then. I just saw lots of YouTube comments in there.
I'm impressed.
And they're clapping. Really? 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 I don't think so. Not bad considering the wind. But you'd be able to manage it. I know you could. I just didn't think about it properly because of all the problems. But, you know, it's great to have room for improvement. Your follow mode slider is off. Oh, yeah. That was the views, yeah. Did I stop there? Oh, yeah, this is the bit where I couldn't. Another bug. This is the bit where I couldn't. You know, I couldn't put the aircraft up. So let's put it back to where it was. And let's park up. And let's get to the gates. And let's see if all that works. Stop replay. Bye-bye replay. Yeah. You can go now. Right, let's pack. Let's get up to the gates here and put her to bed. Hopefully we won't get stuck here again. Oh, I had the brakes on, didn't I? There we go. There we go. So yeah, the weather isn't that bad, but the wind is howling. You know, the rain has stopped here now. I can see a bit of sunlight at the window. So it's not. It's more of a windy storm than a rainy storm. You know, it was raining all night last night. You know, constantly drizzle, and that's typical for a warm front. I don't know if I'll be on later. I'll have a look. If it is, I'll just send out a Discord, a note to the Discord and Twitter, maybe, and certainly to the Discord. We'll see what time is it now. It's 14:29. So we're going into Dublin. This is the downloaded version of Dublin from. It's from the store anyway. I don't know. Oh, Orbex. Orbex Dublin. It's the best one you can get at the moment. It's again. It's it's kind of a port, you know. Kind of a port. So where was I? Flaps are up, spoilers are disarmed. Let's switch off some lights here. Let's get the strobe off. That should have come off. I took up the landing lights. Runway turn off lights. I think they come on nose to taxi. And that should do there. Make sure the transponder is off. Or on standby anyway. Switch off the weather radar. Where are you? Oh, it's here. I can barely see it. It's hard to do this when you're taxiing, folks, you know. Where are you? There you are. I'll switch off the weather radar and switch off the... That's the weather radar. And that's the wind shear. I think I'll take... I'll come off... How would I come off? I'll go down to this side here. You can gently hear the people talking in the back there. That's FS realistic. That's FS realistic going on. But Orbex Dublin, it's okay. You know, it's okay. It's okay. I'm sure there could be better ones done. As I said, it's a bit of a porty one. But I think there are newer airports that I haven't done before. I don't think they're ported. I thought Sydney looked very good. I did not like their London. Okay, go permission to cross the runway, blah, blah, blah. I didn't like their London at all when it first came out. That was terrible. What were they thinking? Who was in charge of that? Let's port directly London from Flight Sim 2000 to the new Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. I thought that was just shocking, you know. And I made myself very clear about it in the video, as you may or may not remember. You know, but their other airports seem okay. But someone made a rash decision there, I think. There's probably lots of other things I haven't switched off. I haven't done my after landing checklist because I was busy chatting again. After landing. Weather radar is off. Flaps are up. TCAS is standby, yeah. Transponder standby, yeah. Predictor wind shear is off. Nose lights, taxi, landing lights off. Spoilers retracted, I did all that. APU master on. That's the only thing I didn't do. Let's put the APU master up here. APU master. No, not the lights. APU master on. Start. We're going to this window here. Now, where are the... Is that the line there? I follow the yellow line, yeah? We're run out of steam, folks. Run out of steam. We're going for gate. We're going for gate 312 here. I would like a little man. Let's done it again. Oh, my throttles are disconnected. Now they're back. Oh, do you know what's happening, folks? If I hit the right mouse button to look around, nothing happens with my controls. Look, I'm moving my controls, but when I release the mouse, it does. So that's very annoying. As well as that other bug we had. You see, there we go again. So they really stuffed off the mouse, as you could see throughout the stream. It's very annoying. I don't know what that other bug when we taxied. I don't know what happened there. No, I really don't. So they need to get this bug stuff sorted out because they're really making people angry now. But the DA42 worked great yesterday for me. I didn't stream because I just wanted to figure some stuff out. And I did. I figured lots of stuff out. Things were learned and things and stuff, you know, and all that kind of thing. The aircraft aren't appearing, but that's another bug that they've invented. I'll go a little bit more forward here. Come on. Come on. We'll have a look at Dublin now when we get the gates all settled. Hopefully that'll work. Parker brake. Parker brake on. I'm not going to shut down the engines. Let's get all the lights off. We don't need all those now. Off. I thought I retracted those lights. Did I not switch off the lights? This one's off. You can leave that on. So let's have a quick look around. Let's get the gates and stuff happening. Get these passengers off. Boom, 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 boom. Get all the trucks and things. Boom, boom. And oh, yeah, no one's showing up there, folks. Nothing's happening. I have a feeling because that's Orbex, and that light is still on. What light have I left on? This is just not going well for me at all. I'm very sad. I'm very sad. Off. Off. Oh, the nose light. Oh, the taxi light's still on. Off. Off. Spoilers are not. I thought I disarmed the spoilers. Maybe it was because of the replay. They're disarmed. Interesting. So yeah, that's something I've noticed now. Is that just Orbex scenery? Nothing's coming. Oh, I have to shut down the engines first. That's what it is. Okay, I was being lazy. Oh, the switches are working now. Great. So now the gate will come. When I switch off the beacon light, that was a new thing, wasn't it? The beacon light has to come off. So it's not Orbex, it's going to start giving out to Orbex. No, that doesn't work either. I think this is the Orbex scenery, I'm guessing. Could be, I don't know. Anyway, we're stopped. We get a bus. And yeah, so the storm wasn't, the wind was there, but the cloudage, you know, it's not overly low cloud, you know, at all, you know, and it says that in the TAF. So it's not the storm I wanted. No. Where the storm is now, it's not the storm I was expecting at all. I wanted it to be really cloudy. Just as well it wasn't, you know, Cat 3, because, you know, so there's a cloud there. So there's not much cloudage here. It's over here now. It's over Birmingham here now. It's real typical. You know, look, it's like a galaxy. Big swirl here. There's the eye here. So, you know, in Cork, you know, Tralee, Kerry, Castlebar, Galway. Can we go to maybe... let's have a look and see what it's like in the east of Ireland. I'm just going to go to main menu very briefly and see. I'll let that load there while we're looking at this. So there's a cloud. The rain. Let's have a look at the rain here. Rain. Precipitation. Where is it? What's precipitation? Rain, thunder. Not much rain, you know. There's not a lot of rain either. Just cloud. I don't know what's going on there, but it's not that rainy. Certainly outside the sun's out now. So in, yeah, it's kind of should be worst about somewhere near Kerry, maybe. You know. Let's have a quick look and see what it's like in Kerry. Oh, I left up and I want to say goodbye to the boys there, flying along. We'll have a quick look at Kerry, and yeah, it's not the storm I wanted. We'll have a look and see what's Kerry in the sim. But I have to say, folks, I do have to tell you, right, that in the flight sim itself, with regards to the weather, and I looked at the real world radar. You saw what the clouds are. It was clear over Dublin, but there was clouds behind it. We could see, we got the clear area here. The winds were correct. And that was really interesting. So we're in Kerry, which is down here. Okay, Kerry's down here. So that's the thick of the clouds. That's the thick of it. So it's matching up. It's matching up. You know? Yeah, that's what I would have liked, something like that. So it's just, I chose the wrong airport maybe. You know, that looks pretty cool. You know, it's not the worst I've seen. But there you go. So that's Kerry. So that's the worst of it. So it's not the worst storm in the world. It's just a little bit windy. And there you go. So listen, folks. The cloud base is actually very accurate in Dublin. And that's from... that's Colonel Clink. Colonel Clink is here. Colonel Clink. There are just a few fluffy ones blown around at the moment. Yeah, thank you, Colonel Clink. So, yeah, it's very accurate. I think out of this whole stream, the one thing we found out is Microsoft weather is really very good. Really seriously accurate. Really is. DCS Ducks, thank you very much. And Karen, thank you very much. I'd like to thank, did I miss you, Big Robbie02? My apology, 26 minutes ago you followed. I'd like to thank also Bron Zenan, who followed as well. Marvin DeLorean followed. Andrew Murphy subscribed. Karen76 gifted a sub tier 1 to DCS Ducks. Karen, thank you very much. Marvin tipped €5. Who else? Oh, I don't want to miss anyone. Kestra subscribed with Prime, and Eric followed along with, I think earlier, Nomad, or whatever his name is there. I can't pronounce that at all. North Nomad. Anyway, it's unpronounceable. But thank you, everyone, for watching the stream on the storm. One day we'll get it right. If there is, I don't know, I can't guarantee I'll be on again, but I can say if there is, if I find a front in an area that's really bad, you know, there was no rain, there was nothing, it was just windy. We'll give it a lash. So everyone, thank you very much for watching the stream. I will let you know on, I'll tell you what I'll do, I'll let you know on Twitter. Right, on Twitter, just a quick percent on Twitter if I'm on, and I'll put it in the Discord as well. If I just be a quick 20 minutes, I'll be streaming 20 minutes with the detail. So anyway, folks, thank you very much. We learned some stuff, we got some bugs, we found out things and stuff happened. Producer Buttons would like to say thank you very much, although Producer Buttons has gone to sleep there. And we'll see you again very, 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 very soon. And I'll hit the outro. Everybody, thanks for subscribing, watching, and all that kind of stuff. I'll see you again very, very soon.